All right. Fantastic. Now, give me 1 second. I'm making sure I've got everything set up just right here. Is this working? We'll see. So I'm trying to make sure my internet is doing fine here, and it may not be. Do a okay. Okay, anyways, I'm back now for sure. Hello, I was looking for a different game to stream. I want to do more No Man's Sky, but I don't know if you guys are aware there's a new update that came out for No Man's Sky called the Orbital Update. It updated all the space stations, updated ship customization, but unfortunately I am playing currently on Xbox Game Pass. Xbox Game Pass is just where it was where I played most of my games. So I was looking for other options, other cool sci-fi options, and Citizen Sleeper was recommended to me a couple days ago. So we are gonna give it a try. I hopped in earlier just to make sure it booted up fine, everything looked fine, it looks great, sounds good. So the only thing I have to figure out is who I'm starting with. So I gave these guys all a read through earlier. We have 3 class options. And what I gather, because I've not played this game, I don't know anything much about it at all. 5 skills. You've got engineer, which deals with your skill with machines and physical tools. You've got interface, which is your skill with digital interfaces. You've got endure, which is your strength or strength of will. Intuit, approach problems with awareness, and engage, approach a problem head on. We've got perks for the 3 different ones, and then back to skills. This guy has, for instance, +1 to all interface checks, but -1 to all endure checks. If we look at machinist has +1 to all engineer checks, a machinist, and -1 to all engage checks. And then you've got extractor, +1 to endure, but -1 to intuit. We've got 3 different perks as well. Starting with the machinist, we've got a perk chance to gain random scrap item on engineer actions, chance to gain cryo on interface actions, and sunbathe dice action allows energy recovery at home. Extractor. Extractors work on resource extraction, often in hard vacuum environments. Sleepers assigned to extractor work are often confident, self-sufficient, and have a high level of endurance. Operator. An operator works with drones and high-precision remote machines to perform complex tasks from a distance. Sleepers assigned to operator work are usually cerebral and precise people. Machinist. A machinist repairs and modifies automated systems used in industrial resource extraction. Sleepers assigned to machinist work are usually diligent, careful, and structured people. Now, I read through this before and I was like, who am I gonna play? I'm not super interested in the extractor. Extractor's fine, just not my favorite. I think they look really cool, but I was really more drawn to the operator and the machinist. And it's tough because the operator, I think, looks to me way cooler. Love the vibe, love the jacket, the colors, but I think I like the machine, the flavor text of the machinist. I like the sound of the perk, I guess, and also the skills, because for sure, for me personally, engage would definitely be my -1. I don't know what my +1 would be but -1 engage checks out, so I'm gonna go with machinist. One of my friends had played this game. That's kind of all the back story I have about it, and it's that we're a dude on a space station. Unknown. The first thing you become aware of. Hang on, let me. We'll do that. Okay. No, we're gonna do just a little bit quieter, I think. There we go. Yeah. I should probably do a voice, huh? The first thing you become aware of on walking is the disconnect. The delay between thinking and feeling. Between wanting to act and acting. Minor, almost imperceptible, but always present. I'm not very good with voices, by the way, but we're gonna do my best out here. Cryptocurrency stored in air-walled sticks of memory known as chits. Okay. It's at its worst when wakened, when yourself has spent many dark hours recalling what it felt like to be real, to be a person, to be in a body that was indisputably yours. I'm gonna think of the body. A leap into a cold lake on a hot day, the sting of blood welling from a fresh wound, the friction of a fingertip. Let me come in. Now my dog's trying to get in and say hello. All of a sudden, the memories are closer than you thought, blurring as you approach until you can't tell one from the other. The cold slips behind and around you, and the sensations fade out of reach. Perhaps you should be thankful for the dull nature of this new body. Given your current circumstances, the walls of the container feel immediately present. Cold, hard, at your back and face, cramping your limbs. You resist the desire to stretch, knowing that the claustrophobia comes next, and retreat a little from your central nervous system. It isn't painful, not like you used to know pain at least. In emergency mode, pain is a message delivered with efficiency and ease, a reminder that harm is imminent. There is no insistent throb, no trembling nerves, just a warning delivered with the banal quality of a digital notification. Right now, there are thousands of them. Hold on 1 second, I just realized my side chat isn't working to be able to see if anybody sends anything. Hey, there we go. Okie dokie. Hang on. In emergency mode, pain is a message. Right now, there are thousands of them. I don't know anything about the plan. I'm gonna remember the others. You remember there were 10 of you. 10 that can no longer stand the indentured work, the routines, the slow decay. 10 whose belief in their promised future was slowly dismantled day by day until they realized they had sold everything that could and would ever matter. 10 that would escape, or at least die trying. Some were lost in the shaft. Others never found the meeting point. Only a few made it to the containers. But the freighter, as far as you know, left. That feels like enough to know that you might no longer be on that grim and heartless rock. Even if, in the airless hold of a freighter, you might freeze solid long before you reached any destination. Is it gonna get cold? I think they said it was. I'm gonna, I guess, try to rest. Oh, but you are restless. It has been a long time since you left. Surely weeks, maybe months. You are duly aware of damage to your legs, your right arm. You've been reserving energy as much as possible, but your body has still needed to shut down many of its systems to protect you. You spend much of that time asleep, knowing that anything else would be impossible to endure. You feel the weight of that impossibility begin to gather. It is time to sleep again, to nudge this false body into inducing delta waves in your emulated mind, and once again recoil into a dream of when you were once a person. Time passes, the cold creeps further in. You feel something. Warmth. Not your warmth. I play it safe. I'm excited as well. Right now, Phil, I don't know if you just got here, let me fill you in real quick. I'm a machinist, and I'm in a body that's not my own. And yeah, I think that's about it. I think I'm on some kind of ship. I'm in like a box or something. Love Citizen Sleeper. I'm excited to see how it goes. We will see in time. Warmth. Not your warmth, but the indication of its presence. Your joints release from their rigor. Sound, too, everywhere, screeching and shimmering so loud that your body ducks your hearing to protect its sensors. Then light, white as the cold, softer and softer, until in a haze of dirty yellow a figure appears. I love when I'm in something like a box play safe. That's really silly. You are out. Okay. Great. Well, Dragos, pragmatic salvager. It's been a few hours since Dragos pulled you from the container. You sit huddled in the corner of a scrapyard, swaddled in the reflective folds of a mylar blanket. You are slowly coming back to consciousness, back to life, and you stare at the ornately curving element of an improvised heater. You were surrounded by angular, incoherent lumps of ships, some corroded beyond recognition, others still carrying glassy wounds along their edges, where a plasma arc sliced them apart. As you trace their shapes with fogged eyes, you hear a voice. So, Sleeper, you all thawed yet? I don't want to wind up like the other guys. We'll go almost. Never seen one of you come in like this. New frames must have been perseverance in Sub-Zero back. Seen more than a few of you frozen solid to hold plates or inside outer locks in my time. They weren't so lucky. Dragos comes into focus, shrouded in makeshift tech. His headset with its glinting eyes, the mark of a drone operator. On a shoulder, one of his symbiotically linked drones perches, its irising eye locking you with an unflinching stare. Last living sleeper that came through this yard was a while ago. They didn't last long. You struggle to read his expression beneath the tech, but he seems lost in memory for a moment. Or perhaps he's just figuring out what to do with you. What happened to them? He ignores your question. I won't ask what led you to do it. Sell yourself to a corporation, and I suppose you know you can't go back. Your old body, that's theirs now, and you're just a software, a rogue emulation illegally possessing corporate property. You nod along. You remember biometrically signing the forms, the cold floor on your feet as you paddle to the sleeper cells, the promise of a life off world. But as you do, you get the now familiar sensation that these aren't your memories. These are the things you know, but not the things you feel. You are no longer that person. You are an offshoot, a copy. What you won't know is what's ahead. What you won't know is what's ahead. At least the last one didn't. Oh, this is him talking. What you won't know is what's ahead. At least the last one didn't. There's no easy way to put it. That body of yours is falling apart. It's the same for any sleeper who makes it out. S and ARP wants to protect their property, but if they can't keep hold of you, well, no one can. You remember that too, or at least rumors of it from the other sleepers. Planned obsolescence, a built-in dependence on the regularly administered supplements that were part of your routine. Stop taking them and your body begins to shut down. Separate from your emulated mind, how long has it been? How long do you have? But for now, sleeper, you're one of the lucky ones. Dragos glances up and away towards the glassy dome of the yard. The Eye is the best place you can be right now. The Eye? The station? You'll see soon enough. Dragos impatiently shifts his weight. Look, I've got things to be getting on with. He trails off. There's an old freight container I've been using as storage out in the stacks. We haven't been pulling in much valuable scrap these days, so you're welcome to it. Something wells up inside of you. Emotion. Fatigue. You shakily get to your feet. Alright, you head on up there. You look like you need some rest. And with that, Drago stalks back into the Rex, his drones already converging on a wrestling Hulk. Plasma flashes silhouetting his spindly figure as he returns to work. Welcome to Erlin's Eye. Life on the Eye runs in cycles, during which you can talk to characters, explore areas of the station, and perform actions. At the end of each cycle, you need to head to your current home to rest. Resting will move time forward on the station. Head to the empty container location and rest and end the cycle now. Select locations by clicking on their icon. Okay. I assume this is like a dead end. No secrets to click on? Probably not. It's pretty. Okay, let's take a look at our guy as well. Yeah, nice. Oh, and I can upgrade these. Oh, I see. So the +1s on the other one, when I was looking at the other characters, were their perks in quotes were their +1, and the -1 makes so they don't get something else. I see. Okay, I don't know enough of this means. We'll read through this when we get there. Let's go to the empty container. Home sweet home. All cycles need to end. Rest and prepare for the next one. Energy. I I don't know where to see how much energy I have, but let's end the cycle. You wake up curled in the corner of the container, begin slowly assembling the world around you. After all this time, you still find this body, the one you wake in now, strange and disjointed. Its message is readable, but somehow wrong. You sit up, pulling the mylar blanket close against the cold. Here you are, on this ruined station, millions of miles from anyone you know. Are you still in the system? Did any of the others make it out? It's impossible to know. After all this, what matters? What matters to me here? I mean, I got nowhere to go here, I guess. Actually, probably getting answers, because escaping to somewhere better is good. Building a life is good, but getting answers might influence both of those. It all matters. Past is impossible to escape if it remains a blur. What SNR did to you cannot be forgotten. You need a way of understanding all this before you can move on. Where are you? What is this place? What happened to the others? The questions outnumber the answers. You want to change that, but you'll have to learn to survive first. Drago slipped a few comforts in the container: the mylar blanket, the bedroll you slept on, canister of water, a makeshift electric stove, and some faded sachets of some desiccated powder. You thumb the power stud of the stove, and begin to boil the water. The contents of the sachets smell like damp wood, and you sprinkle them onto the liquid. As the pungent smell washes over you, images from your restless sleep come back to you. A ring like the station, but skeletal and ghostly. A web of threads pulling at your skin. A constellation of bright polygonal shapes, like angular suns burning into your mind. There's something unpleasantly visceral about these images, and it's long after you finish drinking before they begin to fade. You tidy away the stove as best you can, try to gather enough energy to greet the day. Okay. Tutorial: condition, action dice, and energy. Condition is, I don't know where that is up here. Oh, 1, condition, here, oh, okay. Oh, it's, okay. Your condition represents the current state of your artificial body. It depletes by 1 segment each cycle, but can also be damaged by violence, injury, or lack of food. If your condition bar empties, you will suffer a breakdown. You'll have to figure out how to recover your condition now that you no longer have access to corporate pharmaceuticals that were keeping you alive. 2, action dice. At the start of each cycle, you roll your action dice. Excuse me. These dice can be used to perform actions on the station. The number of dice rolled is based on your current condition. The worse your condition, the fewer dice you have. Oh, which is why I'm just barely getting this 4th die. Okay. Once you've used your dice and cannot take any further actions and must rest to recover them, ending the current cycle. Energy. You also need to eat to survive. This is represented by your energy bar. You can refill your energy bar by eating, but first you'll have to find somewhere to get food. Your energy depletes by 2 segments each cycle. Okay, I got 1 cycle to go. Your energy, if it becomes empty, you will be starving. When starving, energy loss becomes condition loss. Got it? And your condition will also be at double rate per cycle. Okay, got it. Well, can I click on this? I don't get whatever that dice is. Okay, I mean, let's leave then. I've got nothing to do here. Dragos is standing on the corridor when you close up the container. He's still wearing his headset, and in the harsh light of the corridor, you realize it is implanted. A drone sits on his shoulder. Its cache of sensor eyes rapidly rising. How you feeling? Oh, okay. The drone chirps. Good to hear. You notice that beneath... Oh, good to hear. You notice that beneath the operator's rig, his skin is marked by burns and blotches. I know the container isn't much, but it'll keep you safe. He pauses. So, I'm not going to chit-chat too long. You well enough to work? Yeah, for sure I am. All right then. He nods. At the Art of Simple Stuff, we hack these old holes down, sell them off to the shipyards or the black market dealers for cryo. Occasionally we pull out some tech, something with a bit more value, but most what comes in is scrap. It's hard to find good hands here, but I figure as a sleeper, you'll be used to the manual labor. Obviously, I'll slip you a few chits of commission based on what you turn up. These. He pulls out a handful of small metal bars. Airwalled cryo, isolated from the market. It's what we use to trade out here. He stuffs them back in his pocket. He shuffles his feet nervously. Look, I wouldn't usually do this. In my opinion, you'd be best suited moving on as quick as you can. And sleepers, well, he trails off. But things have been the way they are for me at the things being the way they are for me at the yard. He pauses. I need your help. Yeah, I do want to know why. Things are a little tight, that's all. I have a little crowd to a client here or there. He pauses, thinking of something else to add. Look, just come down to the yard when you're feeling fresher. There's plenty to do. Will do. He nods distractedly and turns and walks away, the drone hopping along ahead of him. See you later, he calls back. Looks like it's time to get to work. Okay. Empty container, Drago's yard. Oh, that's empty container's my home. I keep checking. I'm just so curious if there's going to be anything else, but lowered gate, passage into the low end. I don't know how time works, and I'm worried that I'm not going to be able to help him if I go to the low end gate. So let's just go help Dragos right away. I mean, I don't have any money. So even if I wanted to get food or anything, unless somebody's giving it up for free, which feels unlikely, Dragos yard's my best bet. Tutorial actions 1 out of 2. Actions are the primary way you interact with the world of Citizen Sleeper. To perform an action, click and drag your chosen action dice to the slot. Repeatable actions: hull dissection, engineer, I have a +1. Even the rustiest hull can hide valuable components and materials extracting. That means cutting carefully and consistently. The input dice, it's risky. Oh, and there's also manual salvage, which is on a door. It's going to time to cut through your way through the towers of salvage, but you're no stranger to hard labor. Actions reward you with clock progress, energy, condition, or items depending on their outcome. There are 3 types of outcomes. Positive, the action goes better than expected. Cool. Neutral, the action succeeds. Negative, the action fails. Action dice affect these outcomes as follows. So the 6 is 100% chance positive. That makes sense. 50-50, positive, neutral. These guys are 25 positive, 25 negative, 50% neutral, and then 50-50 for the 1s and 2s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, that makes sense. Rolling a dice. Okay. Type 1, either critical or repeatable. Critical actions can only be performed once. 2, risk, either safe, risky, or danger. Safe, no loss of condition, energy, or cryo. Risky, negative outcome means cryo or energy loss. Okay. Danger, negative outcome means condition loss. Neutral outcome can mean cryo or energy loss. Hang on, negative means condition, neutral can mean cryo or energy on dangerous tasks. God. Oh, so you want okay, so you need positive on danger, neutral on riskies, and then whatever is fine on safe. I assume you can get better rewards on safe for positive for any of them though. Damn to what? Play it safe. 3, skill. The skill in this action requires either engineer, interface, endure, intuit, or engage. The skills. Modifier, -1, 0, +1, or +2. This is added to the action dice when slotted. Okay. And, when slotted, it improves its value. Some actions require a +1 to perform. Okay, so +1 to make it so I can do more things, but also I think that means that my 4 becomes a 5 and gets better. Well, okay. Let's see what we got here. I don't know. Okay. Well, let's go top to bottom here. All right, this is my 100% success. This is my risky dice. Is there a hotkey here? No, I guess I'll just have to remember it. And these guys are the ones that I want to get better, because the 4 I can make a 5, which makes it much better for me. Hull dissection. Even the rustiest hull can hide valuable components and materials. Extract means cutting carefully and skillfully. It's risky, but I have a +1. Then there's manual salvage. It's going to take some time to sort and cut your way through the towers of salvage, but you are no stranger to hard labor. It's safe, but it's safe, but and I have 0, so that's nice. Which means that I guess if something goes wrong, I don't lose anything anyways. And there's also a deck called in. Dragos is tied up in something ugly, and if he misses a payment or two, things could get nasty. Back in business, every television knows they are always just one lucky haul away from their next payday. Do I pull my dice down here? No, that's not how that works. Okay, the dice go where it says it goes. I have +1 engineer. I'll put a 4, so it's a 50-50 for positive neutral. And can I put one over here as well? No, I can only do 1 dice at a time. Okay, we'll do my 4 dice over here. It's a 50-50 positive or neutral. Well, yeah, because I want to do that. I'll take the 50-50 here. It's risky. So I'm trying to think. I'm worried something bad happens right off the bat, then that's no good. The other thing is if I get lucky. But also, because I just put this over here, what is it? 25% negative, but it's safe. Let's go for 100% positive right off the bat. It's day 1 here. Let's play it safe. Actions often progress in clocks. Clocks are displayed below the action that fill them, and they track your actions and how they affect the world. Filling a clock means something, good or bad, is about to happen. Some clocks, such as the one tracking Jago's death, are cycle clocks. These clocks take themselves once each cycle and can complete without player input. Any active cycle clocks will be displayed on the icon for that location. I don't know how to advance this because it's not connected. I'm hoping if I... Oh yeah, because what's my... Hang on. No, how do I see it? All right, I got 15 cryo and what is this? Scrap components, because I did a whole dissection. Here's the thing, I could take a risk here and go for whole dissection again, or we go, let's try manual salvage because it's safe. And let's see what I get here. Drives and navigation. In Citizen Sleeper, you unlock drives as you discover more about yourself and the world. Drives guide you in pursuing specific objectives, depending on which path you wish to take. You can track drives, and any track drive will place a yellow marker on locations that will help you pursue your goal. Access your drive menu via the arrow button at the top left. Okay. You are now free to explore Erland's Eye and make a life for yourself here. Try tracking a drive to help you survive. Okay. Look for food to keep your energy up in a way to recover condition. Fill clocks to progress stories and find new opportunities. Remember to end cycle at your home when you're out of dice. Use your mouse wheel or WS to scroll on the station. Rotate the view with A and D. Okay. Back in business, cryo. Okay. Cool. Got just 1 more clock there. That's pretty good. I should... Dragos pulled you out of the salvage and set you up. Perhaps you can raise kindness in time and survive. Need access to corporate pharmaceuticals. Otherwise, your escape attempt will come to a rapid end. Find a doctor. Okay. I'm going to leave here and let's go look. Oh, I see. There's much more now. Dock C4, Rotunda Wet Dock. Rotunda Old Dock Terminal. And Dock B2, Rotunda Wet Dock. All right, let's just go... Let's go to the Old Dock Terminal first. Okay, got it. Critical action. Steal dock plans. I see, so you only get 1 attempt at that. Havenage Security has to have plans. Stealing them would be the fastest way to get to know this place and the most dangerous. Getting to know the Rotunda doesn't just mean new places to visit. It means keeping your eye on new arrivals too. Havenage run the Rotunda, and their security watches the docks. Better avoid attracting their attention. Rotunda of the Old Docks. I see, it's risky because I'm exploring it, all right? Dock C4. Hellion Crossing. Merchants are willing to run the gauntlet. The Hellion system are rare, but they do always return eventually. Oh, I see. So this is the clock like for when they'll come back. And what's this one? Take several cycles to reach the Starward Belt and return, loaded with scrap from the old wrecks. Okay, none of those quite help me right now. Bright Market, bustling open market. Ask for directions. Why wander when there are hundreds of people that live and work within the Bright Market? All you need is the courage to approach them. That's dangerous, and that's fair. Local knowledge. The Bright Market is the busiest part of the Eye's lower rim. You can find anything and everything here. And explore the market. The smell, sounds, and buzzing activity of the Bright Market make it a dizzying place to wander, but an enticing one too. Okay. Sorry, I'm moving quicker than I meant to here. What is this? Havenage Construction Yards. Yeah, what's in the construction yards? Assist a shipbuilder. You don't have connections, but you do have skills. If you can get a shipbuilder to notice them, you might be in. All materials. As a newcomer, you can only gain favor by grabbing a load of materials and asking the nearest yard hand where to take them. Well, that doesn't feel super helpful. Yard hand, the only way to get to know the shipyard is to work here, no choice. I think game plan at the moment is I want to help out probably Drago's here, which means probably getting back in business and then trying to help him out with a debt called in. Because he did help me out. He set me up with I got a place to live with him. And then right now, plan is probably go shipyard. But before I can do any of that, where, after some spacers cause some trouble in the low end, yet again have imposed a toll for entry. No one gets in without paying. Okay, well, that's shitty. So I assume this is where I need to go to find the doctor. What is it? 25% of a negative action. Okay, I got two options here. I can't go this way, can I? No, because that's where that pillar is. I need to find the doctor. I have to go to the market. But right now, that's a really bad odds, and even the 4 is bad odds. So I could risk it and wait a day. But if I wait till tomorrow, if I get lucky though, and I can keep my condition stable today, I don't lose my die. Because I think if I lose this power here, this my condition, I'm gonna lose that dice. And having 4 dice is really good. Let's take the risk. Oh, okay. I have to find a doctor. 50-50? Okay, I might be dead. Hey, I might be dead tomorrow. That's okay. That's okay. Hey, you live and you learn a little bit. Oh, all right. Hey, well, let's go to bed and lose the energy I was trying to hang on to. That feels bad. And cycle. That's so unfortunate. I can't believe I lost the 75% and the 50-50. This time you don't wake up. Instead, the ghost in the station, that shifting skeleton ring surrounds you. For a moment, you're gone, absent from your own body, stretched out across a colorless void. Then the connections begin to establish themselves, threads tugging on the edge of your mind. These threads become vectors of exchange and then extensions, as you feel your thoughts slipping away down them, dissolving into the millions of distributed nodes they connect to. You see the station. No, you feel the station, like a web of texture in a smooth black liquid. You reach out. You find a point in the station, and you connect to it. Pulse through it. Follow loops and paths under and around it. You touch more points than you have fingers, and then you try, in a moment of impulsiveness, to connect them. The flow passes through you so rapidly that you feel yourself being carried with it, splitting and separating, eddying and gathering. As you do, things occur to you, things you can't possibly know. You reach out, try to grasp them, try to touch them too. You notice a tugging feeling, pulling at you, inconsistently as if it were a small child. Somehow, it is pulling in 2 directions at once. You look down. All of a sudden, everything shuts off. You come back trembling into this unfamiliar body, both yours and not yours all at once. You find yourself standing in the container, eyes now open to the dark steel walls. You feel a change within you, a shift. You close your eyes for a second, and you feel it waiting there. The station's splayed out across your mind, a storm of connective nodes waiting to be explored, and then it is gone. Gosh, I am not in a good way here. Man. All right, I mean, first thing first is I need to find the doctor because I also don't know. We put the 3 in. I just need a neutral. Come on. There's no way. There's no way that I've hit it, that I lose it 3 times in a row. Local knowledge. Okay, great. I'm gonna only have, and here's the doctor. Next comes a call from the enforcer at the door. You shuffle down the flickering hallway towards the open apartment door. You keep your head down and your shoulders high on the queue, trying not to bring attention to yourself. You were thankful for the tip-off that a doctor was operating out of this place, but now that you're here, you aren't so sure. The gang enforcer on the door, the flickering light strips, the decaying hab block, they've all made the long queue a test of your nerve, but your options are few. Without a supply of stabilizer, this body, your body, will... You suppress a shiver and shuffle toward the front of the queue. You try to find something to distract yourself. Let's look inside. You lean against the doorframe and look into the apartment. The entryway's dark, punctuated by the green indicators of stacks of sealed containers. You lean in and see amber light filtering through a far doorway, screened with plastic sheeting, beyond which blurred shapes move. The slap of the enforcer's palm against the doorway jerks you awake. "Wait your turn," he growls. After a few moments, a figure pushes through the doorway, and you catch a distant voice. "Send the next one in, Toshiro!" The enforcer jerks his head and you slip inside, passing through the dark entryway and pushing through the plastic sheeting in the far door. We're gonna work on the voice for this guy. I haven't seen him yet, you know? The room beyond is bathed in warm light. A floor-to-ceiling transparent panel gives a full view of the Bright Market's sealed roof and the buzzing traffic above, and for a moment, you're transfixed by the motion. Oh, okay. Gosh, what are we thinking? We got sharp voice here. Come, sit. Calls a sharp voice, and you see a silhouetted figure turned away, placing the plastic sheeting over the frame of a simple folding bed. You make your way across the room. The figure turns, and as they do, you see an expression of confusion flash across their features. They open their mouth as if to speak, they blink, and then quickly regain their composure. "Please, sit." They gesture to the bed, and turn to an open case of tools on the table. You sit. Sabine turns a compact diagnostic scanner of some kind in their hand. They hold it to their eye. "Remain still, please." Their tone is clipped and businesslike. Stare ahead, still dazed from their expression when you first entered. Fear, recognition, sadness, unmistakably etched across their face. "How long have you been on the station?" they ask, the scanner still to their eye. "A few cycles." They nod. "It's good you came to me." They set the diagnostic scanner on the table. "I'm going to start by assuming you don't know anything." They take your arm and roll up your sleeve, inspecting your synthetic skin. Yeah, Sabine's got gender, play it safe, Sabine's got gender, no doubt. Your body is dying. They say it without ceremony, without drama, but not without empathy. S&ARP doesn't like to see its proprietary technology let loose. To prevent bodies like yours, frames as they call them, from being stolen, repurposed, or in your case, escaping, they built in a process of so-called planned obsolescence. Frames decay rapidly when not regularly injected with stabilizer, one which S&ARP remains the sole producer of. They look up. Sound familiar? Yes. Yeah, yes it does. Good. That may help. They swap to your other arm, running some thin metal device over your skin. You feel your forearm tremble. Man, I hope she can hook me. I need food and I need my condition to get up because I have 3 dice and things are not feeling positive. "I'm sorry," Sabine says, and you're unsure if they mean for the cold touch of the metal or everything else. Emulations like you, sleepers, as most people know you, aren't classified as people in any of the surrogate systems. You've no rights, no status. They focus hard on the inspection of your arm, and S&ARP has no reason to release stabilizer into the market. Sabine looks up as if to apologize again, but they stop themselves. I know little this is of use to you." They turn away, disassembling the metal instrument and cleaning it. Silence fills the room as Sabine works, and then the silence gives way to tension. You stare at their back, willing them to say something. Anything. Sabine turns to face you. "I may be able to help you." They sigh, and you see the darkness under their eyes, hear the fatigue in their voice. They gesture to the door. "You saw Toshiro outside?" You nod. "He works for my benefactor. Yet again, they are influential in the low end. They give me this space to work, run the door, and take the profits. At the same time, I have to fix up their enforcers, tend to their implants, sew up their wounds." They look away. But Yadigan has connections. Smugglers from the Star Ward Belt. Mercenaries working for the corporations on Ember. If they can source the stabilizer, maybe you'll have a better chance. Sabine sets down their slate, their notes complete. This is dangerous, and it'll be expensive, but I think we can do it. Why help me? Sabine walks away to the window, their face dappled by the shadows of passing drones. One second. Honey, my sweet, sweet dog is desperate to get out. She will probably be back in literally about 60 seconds, so if you hear the door again, just a heads up. Where was I? Oh, let's see if this works first. I'll let you know when I have a lead. You nod and leave, Sabine still staring out, unmoving. When you reach the lower level of the market, you look back up through the panels of the roof to see if you can see their face, but the room looks dark against the lights of the market. You duck your head and walk off into the crowd. Okay. I assume there's nothing else to be done here. Sourcing stabilizer will take 3 days. I am still starving. And here's food. Thank goodness. I think they're not expecting you probably to be starving on day 1, but on yesterday I could have used this, but that's okay. Emphas is busy, his broad face uplit by the makeshift gas burner in front of him. With precise, delicate movements, he lays thick chunks of marinated fungus into a dented wok, his other hand idly tossing a metal bowl of sliced vegetables and some red fleck dressing. The smell is incredible. You watch as he fulfills a set of orders, heaping the fungus with the bright salad and depositing it in plastic trays. A stack of chits rattles in his apron pocket as customers file past the burner, handing over payment. I'm gonna approach. I need food. You join the queue. It's mostly made of off-duty salvagers, back suits unzipped and rolled down to expose stained vest, grabbing mods, a lattice of scars and tattoos. They discuss the best food on the eye, the best drink, comparing notes on bright market dives, their words cut through with heavy spacer slang. Eventually, it's your turn, and you shuffle to the front. Emphas speaks up in a deep, even tone, without looking up. First job's for... we gotta think through this. Hang on, what do we got? Wait, Emphas is a cook. This because he seems like a cool dude. Recognized me right off the bat, which is incredible because it means he knows the people here. First job's free. That's not it. I can't do that voice for more than once unless this is the only sentence he ever says. Nope. Come on. You can do this. Hey, come on, Nicki, you can do it. It's just a voice. It's just a voice. It's just guy number 4 out here. Person number 4. There probably is gonna be more people. I've only met 3 people. All right. First shot. Nope. I can't do another like Western kind of voice, Western Southern kind of voice. We'll do gruff. We're gonna stick with gruff. First shot's free. Nope. Nope. That wasn't it. That wasn't it. First shot's free. That's it. That's what we're getting with. We'll thank him. The smell is almost unbearably strong as he cooks. The earthiness of the fungus, laced with something so spicy, the smoke makes your eyes water. The heart from the burner is like a bonfire, and your skin hardens in its glare. I know you sleepers, Emphas says while he cooks, his voice deep but clear. Oh, a lot of stories. He glances up from beneath his cap with piercing eyes. I know. Man, Emphas has got that empathy training. Tell him a story. You begin to tell him about your journey to the eye, and he nods as he cooks, his eyes never leaving his work. You tell him of the confusion, the pain, but also the sense of possibility, and its sudden arrival. You tell him of the cold and dark of the container, and the endless cycle spent within it. Now it seems you tell him, like some dream you once had but can never forget. You tell him the eye excites you and scares you, and you are unsure where to walk, where to look, what to do. Eventually, you tail off, running out of words. He places a plastic tray steaming fungus in your hand. Next time, we can knock some more. He smiles. The next time, you pay. He slams a heavy hand against a button on the burner side and it shuts off. The roar of the flame and its oppressive heat fades. Next time, then, sleeper. He waves your way and begins to oil the wok. Before you turn back to the alley, you notice the geometric patterns of circular scars across his forearms, each surrounded with a constellation of glinting pen marks. Yeah, they look sick. You walk away, and as you do take a bite of the rich, spicy, delicately sweet fungus, your taste sensors light up like a fusion reactor. You'll be back. Play it safe. Ugh, community forms and gifts and understanding. I'll cry. It is really sweet. He's a good dude. I'm not doing well. Drive. But no, wait. Repay Dragos. Get to know Emphas. Emphas loves 2 things, stories and food. Maybe if you supply him with both, you can hear a story. And this is a street food stall, which I can, for 15 cryo, buy. Emphas doesn't trust people easily, but he knows his regular customers don't quite right. I mean, I think we'll just do that day by day because I'm gonna have to keep eating. guess I'm gonna go work. I gotta make a little bit of money and I can just do this. I have enough money right now. Just hoping for not negative. 5 cryo, okay. I'm hoping if I beat back in business, that'll fix the debt called in, but I'm out of dice, and tomorrow I will only have 2 dice, so let's hope something comes up that helps me improve my condition other than just waiting 3 days, but that might be all I can do. Again, the skeletal ring at the station fills your mind. It sparkles with glitter and lights, like stars reflected in a winter lake. It is clearer, crisper than before. Threads still pull, but you remain in place, flickering in the flow. Between the threads, you see bright shapes, caches of shimmering light beneath transparent crystal forms. You follow the path of a thread across the ring, through these forms, then leap off into the void. You begin to understand. These are nodes and connections, a map of information, of communication. There's so many layers, so many loops that it seems almost impossible to try, to parse. But you begin to try. I'm going to focus on the threads first. There are more threads than you can count. You choose one that passes nearby and approach it. As you inspect it, you understand why you instinctively chose the word thread when you first saw them. They are not single lines, but rough, fuzzy things, woven from data strings of all kinds. Threads and nodes, passages, and puzzle boxes. One leads to another. There's so much here. So many answers. So many questions. All you need to do is follow the paths and open the boxes. You look out across this ghost landscape of exchange and see an opportunity. But then that insistent tugging again, pulling at you. You look down again and see 2 lines. 2 threads pulling in different directions, as if they were tied around you. Up to the first one. The first thread leads out, away from the station, into the inky black. Someone out there is tracking you, hunting you, following the thread to you. They are in a ship, and the ship is approaching ever closer with each cycle. Damn. Second thread leaps in, pulling deep into the station. Your gaze follows it, and this time you see something. A sphere shimmering above a strange angular body. A pulse shoots out from it, passing over you like a torch beam, testing you, tasting you. You open your eyes. Time is short. Oh, I have 6. I got the 6. Okay. Tutorial, the cloud. Something has changed inside you. You can now access the data cloud of the Eye, a network of decaying protocols and data caches. While there, you can use dice and items to access systems and extract data. But be careful, these networks are old and strange. Click the Eye button at the top of the screen to toggle this view on and off. Oh, okay. Let's Havenge Gate. Okay. Key node. So I'm trying to see if they match up with any of these, but I don't think they do. Solheim Gate, Key node, Havenge Agent, Yadigan Agent. Data actions allow you to extract data from the networks of the Eye. They work like dice actions, but in order to unlock them, you must match your dice to the one displayed on the right of the action. If you have a +1 or +2 modifier in the interface skill, you'll be given more possible dice to match. You can use any dice that matches the dice displayed. Once unlocked, the data can be extracted. Well, I don't have a 1, unfortunately, so I'm not doing that. Havenge members broadcasting on the open network from here, leaving them open to data extraction. I don't know if data extraction is going to be helpful for me. We're going to circle. No, I should probably do that first, though, huh? Yeah. Losing my 2 probably is a safe bet. I don't know what kind of data they're going to give me, so we'll do that. I pass. Okay, I got some Havenge data, a cache of raw data from Havenge hardware. And now I can come over here to the Havenge Gate. This gate keeps traffic out of the Havenge shipyard's internal network. The correct cipher can grant you access. Oh, I gotta have a Havenge cipher. I've got the data right now. Okay. Okay, well, I got work to do, so right now, let's just go buy food. Okay. plus 3 energy, plus a fungus fan. I don't, oh, because I went by, cool. And then I've got 2 dice. So, yeah, I mean, I think I just go work now. Or the other option, I got a little bit of money right now. This thing is it's at a quarter. Is I could go to the Bright Market. Why wander when there are hundreds of people that live and work within the Bright Market? All you need to do is the courage for it to ask. I could do ask for directions and get the 100% positive. Oh, it's because I'm -1 because I have been engaged, right? I'm gonna take the risk. I'm a risk. I like playing a little risky. Lost 6 cryo. That's tough, but I think it's okay. A man corners you with no. What is it? That's it. And then this is done now. Bright Market is the busiest place. Okay. New drive discovered. What is drive? Oh, these are my drives. Build a ship mine. You've heard talk of a fabricator owned by the Ort Exchange, and that a few fragments you could build a ship mine core. All right, that feels too far away to do anything with. We need to go. I gotta go work. This is a 4, 25%. Man, I really shouldn't be taking risks, but I want to. Got positive 50 cryo. Okay, I want to make sure I complete back in business before a debt called in lapses. That's high priority for me. That's all my dice. That's everything I think I can do. I think I lose another condition tomorrow, and then we will go from there. End cycle. Yeah, okay. Hunted. There's someone other tracking me, right? Okay, so that's the timer that I'm facing. As you close up, a voice echoes down the corridor towards you. Sleeper, wait up! I don't know who this is. Yeah, who is this? Oh! Fang is coming down the corridor towards you, a wonky grin on his broad face. Hey! Glad I caught you! That sounds like Drago, though. They might work in the same field. Maybe they picked up each other's accents. Hey, glad I caught you. No, that's actually Drago's voice again. Which is, that's, I'm not great with the voices, you know? Hey, okay, we'll do that. Hey, glad I caught you. Do I know you? Looking, Fang's got a cool look going on for sure. Play it safe. He grins. You do now. He puts a hand on your arm. I've seen you hanging around. Just want to chat. You're staying in that thing? He nods back to the container, shaking his head. Rough. It can be hard to get a start on the eye. Looks away down the passage. What was it old Erlin said? The eye opens us for us all. Nice idea, but well, not always very practical. Oh, he's still talking. Nice idea, but well, not always very practical. He make him deeper. What was it old Erlin said? Hey, play it safe. I'm not good with the voices. You think he's got a... What was it old Erlin said? Oh, that's pretty good. What was it old Erlin said? The eye opens for us all. Nice idea, but well, not always very practical. Gravelly? What was it old Erlin said? The eye opens for us all. Nice idea, but well, not always very practical. He glances back at you. We do our best, but it isn't easy. Erlin? Do I know Erlin? I'll say we. Pass together into the main walkway. Hermitage. Hermitage. We're all one dysfunctional family. Fang puts an arm around you. I'm not part of this. I'm not part of the security branch though. Don't worry. I'm with systems. Hermitage. We're all one dysfunctional. Yeah, what systems? Everything in the eye runs on. He runs a hand along the passage wall. This place is a ruin, but systems keep it spinning somehow. At least we try to. He stops you in the quiet passage. Look, that's not what I'm here to discuss. I saw you around, and well, I know a little about you, sleepers. I have a little proposition for you. He glances around. But this is not the place for it. I have an office just across the way. Give me a cycle or two to prepare. Then when you're settled, stop by. He lowers his voice and gives you a dark look.
In truth, I need you. If what they say is true about you sleepers, well, there's work to be done.
He pats you on the back, his voice bright and dark, looks suddenly gone.
Stay clean, sleeper.
He walks off down the passageway, raising a hand in farewell. Okay, I have a 6 and a 3. I could get food early. We'll go ahead and get food early. Working towards fungus fan. I'm full on food. Tomorrow I get Sabine surgery, which means today I need money. And I am gonna try to hit it big and back in business. 15 cryo, and then I need positive. Oh, yes. Okay. Great. I don't know what that does. I'm hoping it helps with Drago. Because I did it. Oh, Dragos. You arrive into a buzz of activity on the yard. Red blinking lights flash across a vast dark shape, suspended below the dome. They flicker across scorch hole plates and bent structures, spilling from holes in the twisted shape. The cutter is huge and has been torn apart in some violent encounter. She's a beauty, isn't she? Draco stands to the side, focused. Focused, 2 S's? Focused on the hulking ship as it's lowered onto the ground. What is it? Dragos laughs. That's my friend, an A-grade scrap. I thank you. This place was on its last legs when you turned up, and now look at this. The ship descends, slowly, its interior visible through multiple hull breaches. You struggle to gather the same enthusiasm as Dragos for this monstrous craft. You can't help but think of what became of its crew. What happened? What do you mean? He glances at you. I managed to convince our salvager friends to give it to me on credit. That's what happened. Credit? We may have done well. We can't afford a down payment on this one. Pats you on the shoulder. Don't worry. We'll make it back once we chop this beauty up. You sigh, but Dragos doesn't seem to notice. The ship creaks like a calving iceberg as it reaches the base of the yard. Dragos is visibly excited. I know I said you shouldn't stick around, but I'm gonna need some help with this one. The drones start to crawl around over the hulk, their lights illuminating flashes of dented hull. Watching, you wonder if you arrived in a similar fashion, locked inside the container, the wreck of the S&R freighter lowered into the yard like a corpse ready to be butchered. Or was the container delivered to Dragos on its own, and womb for your rebirth into this strange station? You shudder. Perhaps, if you could learn something about this ship, you might be able to trace the path that led you to this yard. Drago squeezes your shoulder. After these fast cycles, I think we're up to it. What do you think? You see the fading name of the ship, and blaze outside. Winterlight. Yeah, let's do it. Claps you on the back. Glad to hear it. Come back into a view and we can make a start. A real beauty. Dragos repeats, perhaps just to himself. You take one last look at the shattered ship as the drones start cutting, and slip out of the yard, feeling suddenly cold in the empty passage. Whoa! Oh, an upgrade point. That's huge. Probably. You completed your first drive. Each drive completed unlocks an upgrade point to spend on upgrading your character. Access your character menu via the arrow button at the top right of the screen. Okay. Cool. Oh my gosh. Wait. Self-repair. Use scrap components in home to repair condition. Condition? This is my condition. I can fix myself? Just a little? Okay, hang on. Is there anything else here? Chance to green Chiron interface. I think I'll be okay. I'm okay right now. Sunbathe, dissection is energy recovery at home. This is energy, which is my food. Dissections display potential positive and negative outcomes. That's a really good one with Intuit. Or making it so that way I don't have the -1. Chance to gain energy after any engage action. I'm doing self-repair. Why can't I get it? Oh, it costs 2 upgrade points. I'm gonna wait then. I'm gonna get self-repair. That feels like my best option. I feel like I think I can complete a second drive. Repage areas. What else do I need to do? I can keep working on Emphas. Okay, I'm full right now. Or exchange. Oh, actually, let's see if I gotta build a ship mind. The cell components. The ore exchange is always hungry for new hardware. The The flow of chits and components in the exchange is complex, but a sharp eye and some tight trades might net you a good margin. Okay, I can sell. Get a little bit of cash. Trusted trader. Okay, I think if I can start selling a little bit. I can make a little money here, make a little money in the exchange, and fill up trusted trader. There's an old ship mine fabrication stack in the back of the market, but only trusted traders get access to it. Okay, I can do that in the back. I can keep working with Dragos, and then that should give me enough money, hopefully, to do Sabine surgery tomorrow. Okay, this is doable. We're gonna live here. Or what is Drago's new thing? I was like, I'm gonna sip a drink. Investigating the winter light means picking through its systems and structures with care. It won't pay, but you may find answers about what happened. Cutter salvage. Ship breaking is tougher than slicing up loose salvage, but Drago is happy to pay you a fixed wage if you're up to it. Yard clearance. History or no, the ship is salvageable. As Drago always says, break it down, move it on. Drago's nerve. Drago seems increasingly nervous about your presence in the yard. You're not sure he's going to hold his nerve much longer. Well, if he's not, this is dangerous stuff to do. I might go work at the shipyard if Drago doesn't want me there and see if I can get an inn over here. That might be safer then, and keep trying to do. Because when do I get to gain random scrap item on engineer actions? As long as I keep doing engineer actions, it's good for me. Okay, let's just go to sleep. I guess I also, I'm worried though that the toll is going to cost me 60 every time up at the low end. Yeah. 1 and a 6. We are a quarter of the way into being hunted. Thing. What's up, Thing? Sleeper. Thing catches your attention as you approach the Havenger's building, leaning against a bay door to the side of the entrance. You approach. Easier to come in this way. Security, all that. It gives you a look. You know. He slams a button and the bay creaks open, blinking lights in the dark behind it. You follow Fang inside. Truth be told, I don't spend much time upstairs. This is where I work. The door hisses as it closes behind you. The bay is filled with pieces of hardware, all rigged up generators and diagnostic slates, things you don't recognize that glow with blue screen light. There is a chorus of hums that blends into a single wave of static, filling the dark corners of the room. Fang leans on the server stack and gestures around. You like it? Yeah, what is it all? Yeah, what is this? He taps a nearby server stack, which bleeps in response. This is my treasure trove, all dredged up from the sea of systems we call the Eye. You wouldn't believe what this place runs on. He steps over to tower and blocks speckled with vents. Some of these systems are from the original station, AE1, the one Solon built. We've only had to invent new components, repair things we never built, reverse engineer entire subsystems into existence. Residents here look up at the Eye and think they're seeing a constant, concrete reality. But this place is a system in constant flux, decaying and growing, collapsing into new configurations. He walks down between the hardware stacks and you follow. We're keeping this place alive, but also remaking it something new, dragging it away from those corporate origins. He stops. At least that's what I'm trying to do. Thing seems chill. He turns back to face you among the flickering machines, humming all around you. I know you can see this too, Sleeper. All these systems sections. You can, can't you? I can see it. Okay. Makes sense, right? You're between here and there, between the people and the systems. You light this place up like a beacon. That's what I need. You glance at the lights around you, and as you do, they seem to flicker, to realign, to follow your gaze. Fang notices it too. I'm guessing being a beacon isn't always ideal when you're on the run, though. I'm gonna hope Fang is cool. And I'm gonna tell them. Pat you on the shoulder. Maybe I can help with that. There's a lot of old growth in this place. Subsystems I can't see. Access protocols lost to time and decay. Secrets. A shitload of secrets. With your help, I can unlock this place. Break off those last ghost limbs of corporate control. He lowers his voice below the hum. Even in Havenage, there's old growth. Those whose roots trace back into the bad old days. You help me dredge up the past, and I'll see what I can do about that tracker of yours. He winks. What do you say, Sleeper? Yeah, I mean, that's my best lead right now. Fang pumps his fist and claps you on the shoulder. He meets your eye. You won't regret it, Sleeper. Fang passes you a ragged-looking metal tab.
A gift, he smiles. It's a Solheim cipher. I dug it up from the depths of the station. Slot that into an old network gate and you'll be able to pull out all kinds of secrets from the notes inside.
He walks you back to the front of the bay.
Start by bringing me whatever you can turn up. Use that emulated mind of yours and see what's out there. Let's get a picture of how things are. Those above, he nods at the ceiling. Granted me an acquisition budget. I can pay you for whatever useful data you bring in. I know you need it. He slams the door button again. Keep it quiet and I keep it clean, sleeper. I'll see you soon.
You step blinking back into the passage. He steps blinking back out into the passage. Those flickering lights invisible in the back of your mind. Okay, new drive discovered. We got a bunch of them. Well, let's just do... Yeah, what do you got here? Buy some scrap. The big stuff goes into the shipyard. The valuable stuff to the markets. They let you buy a few crates, but not much more. I see. The freighter will stay docked for as many ciphers as it takes to offload its haul. Unload containers. The freighter crew are eager, and they'll pay a wage to anyone willing to help them. That doesn't really feel helpful to me. I need to go Sabine as well. The first thing you see on entering the gland of Toshiro's implants, like a cat's eye in the dark of the corridor. He nods you in as you arrive at Sabine's door. The entryway is still dark, and you push the sheeting into the surgery. I have it. Sabine stands with the case open in front of them. A set of vials linked up inside, separated by foam inserts. They pick one up, rotating it in the warm light. I have no idea how Yadigan... They trail off. We should treat this with caution. It looks authentic, but I have no idea if it's really what it appears to be. After test case? That seems to be the case. Unfortunately, I'm not sure we have another choice. They gesture for you to sit on the bed. Stabilizer works under a similar principle to an immunosuppressant in a transplant operation in that it supports your body from rejecting an unfamiliar part of itself. Play it safe, Fang, my boy toy Fang. Fang's a good dude. I'm hoping we're gonna help him out, I hope. In the case of your frame, the unfamiliar part is each of your biosynthetic organ groups, which over time are identified by your body, as foreign material and therefore must be eliminated. Sabine holds up a vial of the would-be stabilizer. However, unlike an immunosuppressant, the stabilizer doesn't do this by limiting your entire immune system. Instead, it re-encodes your biosynthetic organs with new protein chains which act as passcodes within your immune system. The stabilizer refreshes those passcodes, keeping your frame from rejecting all of its own organs. Which means the stabilizer should be able to encode any organic or biosynthetic matter to be accepted by your immune system. They glance away. At least if the stabilizer is genuine. The only way to know for sure is to inject the vial. They begin readying the syringe. I'll start with a small dose to limit the risk. Yeah, how sure are you? I'm working with best guesses here, but the case, the vials, it looks authentic. Sabine cracks the glass neck of the stabilizer vial and uses a syringe to extract a fraction of the liquid. They tap the syringe, and you watch as any sign might emerge from the clear liquid. You barely feel the needle, your frame registering the initial injection, but with a little response. A sensation begins to spread from the site, a fizzle and tremble and wave that disperses through your arm with incredible speed. Your vision goes white, and when it returns, Sabine appears encased in shards of sparkling light that slowly fade to darkness as you settle back against the bed. You swim in darkness, muffled noises like an argument heard from underwater, prickling waves of cold. When you sit back up, Sabine is sitting in an armchair by the window, facing away from you, backlit by the glow of their slate. Awake? Yeah, what happened? Oh, when you say play it safe, that sort of... Yeah, look, we're figuring stuff out here. I don't know. Sabine's helped me out. They're chill, and I will take the help. The stabilizer is genuine. They sit down beside the bed. I don't know how Yadigan acquired a case of this stuff, but they did. Sabine looks troubled, distracted. You should rest some more, but you're going to have to do that somewhere else. They gesture to the door. I have other patients. Sorry. Sabine nods towards the case. I'm afraid I can't offer you any more doses. You're going to need to pay for your next dose. Silence fills the room, and they return to their glowing slate. Looking around the room, it seems different somehow, as if things have moved or shifted. You wonder how long you've been out. Nothing comes free, sleeper. Remember that. You manage to get to your feet and wander out in the hallway. The queue stretches down the flickering corridor. Toshiro stands impatiently by the door and fixes you with a glare as you leave. You lower your eyes as you stumble past, somehow faintly aware of the station spinning beneath you. Oh my gosh, I'm fully stable. Okay, that's huge. I don't know how much that's going to cost, but I have to imagine it's going to cost an arm and a leg. Let's go see how much Fang is going to... Oh, he needs data. He needs Solheim data is what he needs. No, I have a Solheim cipher. He needs Solheim data, though. What do I have here? You need a Havengage cipher. Keynode. You need a 2. I don't have a 2. Keynode. You need a 1. It's last time. Okay. Let's... This is a 1. I feel safe using a 1 here to try to get whatever it's going to give me. Encrypted key. A stream of passcodes unable to unlock the station's aging maglogs. Okay. As you drift back from the node, something latches onto you. A thread strung tight around you. It tethers you in place. Taste. The voice makes you shiver. Its source somehow both distant and close behind your ear. You see a distant glint of light shut off, and suddenly a shape is at your side. It stalks around you, encircling like a shark, like a wolf. Entity unknown, astringent, processing. This thing feels bigger than me. This feels like when you touch an Eldritch God. Some water. When you touch the horrors, I think they don't seem mean. They're just doing a taste. I hope they're not going to eat me. They might. I'm going to stay still. Please hold. The thread around you thickens until it is a ring, a cylinder, a tunnel of light circled around you. Man, this thing looks horrifying but sick. It is blinding for a moment, and then it is gone. As it fades, you see a figure, a creature in front of you. Its strange head flickers between different angles, reading you. What did you do? The shape paces around you on lined legs, though there is no origin here to pace on. Entity, identify, origin, serial, cadence. The figure faces you expectantly. Okay. What do we know so far? It says Hunter, sentient protocol unraveling. We know the station has a lot of vestigial systems. I don't think that SNARP is here. I don't think SNARP is on the station. They're coming to the station. If this was SNARP, if they sent this Hunter, it would already know what I am because it would have been looking for me. I think I stumbled across it. I think it didn't come find me. I think it's a little bit of both. With that, is identifying myself going to be a bad idea? Because I don't know its thoughts on SNR, because I think I'm either identifying myself or I'm staying silent. I think answering this question is my best option. It doesn't know Sleeper, but it does know SNR. Unknown, known. The figure's strange head rotates. Bracketed signature of and not of, attempting interface. As the figure speaks, more threads begin to spiral from its head. Thick, snaking, vine-like ribbons that flex and wave. They approach with intent. I'm going to tell it to stop. The figure halts its threads, its head twitching. Entity, your identity is unknown. We only seek to correct illegalities. Can you confirm your legal right to sentience? I am a person. Incorrect. You're an entity. All at once, Hunter's head is directly in front of yours, blocking your vision. You stink of their taste, the one from the sealed dock. Hunter shimmers with fury. I will find access. I will interface. Sealed dock? Entity hides in the rotunda. You are its puppet. Hunter extends a razor-edged thread. I will not be diverted from my task. It glows with murderous intent. You lash out with all your force. Not a physical strike, but a focusing. A spike of interference leaping out like the tip of a spear. Hunter stumbles, shifts, separates. You open your eyes, blinking back into the station light, shaken with fear. Well, that probably could have gone better. I have a bunch of data and stuff that I don't know what to do with. Solheim cipher. Gate S7 access. Did that unlock something here for me? Well, what do do I have? I have an encrypted key. Where can I use that? Nope. Oh. The Attican agent. No. Okay. I don't think these Solheim ones are going to help me here. And I need to take an action, I think. Okay, let's double check. Fang needs what? Fang wants Solheim data, and I don't have Solheim data, so I'm kind of stuck. Okay, that's fine. My next best thing to do then is I need to level up so that way I can keep my condition up while I'm working on things, which means that I'm gonna need scrap, and I'm gonna need to find engineering things to do. And this is the way to get scrap. I can buy that in a minute. Emphasis stall. He's gonna give me more than I need for 15. So let's, with my 6, go. I'm really worried about Dragos because I don't know what he wants from me. I need to find a different job though. Let's go to the shipyard. And as a newcomer, you can only gain it by grabbing a load of materials and asking the nearest yard. You don't have connections, but you do have skills. If you can get a shipbuilder notice, then you might be in. Yeah, let's just do this. I don't know anything about hauling materials, but I can assist a shipbuilder, and that can get me scrap components, which is what I want. Yard hand and crypto. Great. That's what we can hope for right now. Okay, and that is the end of that. I'm still being hunted. Let's end the cycle. I'm thinking I probably need to start spending my extra dice on... Okay, I need to spend my dice, I was thinking about it, on data. Because if Fang is able to help me find a place to live, I'm almost halfway to them getting here, it seems. Let's get food, because it gives me 3 every time. And then tomorrow I can buy it again. And when I buy it again, that won't complete emphasis stall and let me start improving my own conditions. That way, hopefully I can stay stable and stick with 5 dice. But what do I do in the meantime to make money? They're paying me 15 here. I could see how much Dragos pays as well with my 4, perhaps. Because this is 100%, so I could do 100% safe here and see what the positive reward is from cutter salvage and see how much it pays. And then see if maybe I can race his nerve for it. Hi, honey, welcome back in. And then we do the shipyard for 5-4. We need to find data though. So what do we have? Havenage agent needs a 2. I need, sorry, let me make sure. I need Solheim data. I don't think I'm gonna get Solheim data for Havenage agents though. Which means I need to do Solheim nodes. Solheim nodes, I can do with this, okay. Solheim data, fantastic. Or I could do a 4 perhaps. A 1, I could do a 1. And there's a second Solheim data, fantastic, okay. And then I got 1 more here, but let's come back to that because I'm gonna hit whatever the hunter mark is right after that, which is no good. Let's deliver what I got. How much cash am I getting for this? 15 cryo, scoping systems. Okay. Okay. Got a little bit of money saved up, but I don't know if that's gonna mean anything. Okay, let's go to Dragos' yard and see how much I get paid for this. 15 is what I've been getting paid. 16, just a little more. That's not bad. I think I might keep that up, see if I can complete the yard clearance as I'm going, see if I can get something good. But I have to keep working at the shipyard for sure. 50-50 is a pretty good deal. Yard hand, cryo, that's excellent. I guess do I go for the 25%? It's not a bad deal. I need 75%, I should say. Yard hand, okay, great. That's really good for me. We're in a pretty good spot here. That was a really solid day of progress in the cycle. Okay. Cool. All right, first things first. Let's get fed. Nice. That is gonna take care of Imphis.
Sleeper!
Imphis calls out to you, a booming voice that echoes through the corridor.
Tell me a story.
He throws a handful of chopped mushrooms into his wok, the fire leaping up to meet the oil.
I see you, cycle in, cycle out, but we never speak. Tell me a story.
Yeah, what kind?
Any kind?
He pauses to drizzle something from a plastic bottle into the wok.
One of yours.
He looks up at you.
Nothing stolen.
You pause. The spices are rich in your nostrils. Think about the kind of story you'd like to tell Imphis. You look at Imphis, the listener, and imagine he has heard it all before. Perhaps he would enjoy a strange story. Something with some spice. I'm gonna tell him my dreams. All the sleepers who tell Imphis had dreams. Some were simple, memories left over from the emulation process that had become tangled up in their minds and would come out when they slept. It wasn't rare to hear a sleeper in the dorm scream or cry out in the night. But your dreams, those gray skeletal after images of systems and structures, of threads and patterns, weren't like the others. They weren't memories or nightmares. They were reflections of reality. Distorted, yes, but somehow true. You learned back then to keep quiet about them, to let them flow through your mind like water. That wasn't until now, until you arrived in this place. Now your dreams colonize your waking life. They slip behind your eyelids with every blink, and now you understand they aren't dreams at all, but some process of interfacing, of speaking, of landing in another world that flows through this one like smoke through air. You tell them that you do not know if there's a reason for your dreams. Perhaps you reason. You know, there's a reason for your dream. Perhaps you reason it is just some side effect or particular quality of the frames you inhabit. But whatever it is a gift, and you hope to make use of it. Imphis finishes cooking and squints a little at you. Sleeper? He smiles.
You're quite the storyteller.
He eyes you, and you realize that he's trying to gauge how honest you've been in your story. Imphis passes you the meal he's cooked, and you take it gratefully. As you eat, he talks. A natural exchange.
Thank you, Sleeper.
He looks around at the empty market.
My time is done for today, and I do not want to keep you longer, so I'll make you a proposal.
He gestures at the plastic boxes of ingredients stacked behind his stall.
It's good enough for most, but some told me a story that made me think a couple of cycles ago. They said across the gap in the greenway, fresh mushrooms grow. You heard this?
No, I don't know anything about that.
Neither did I. But I trust the one who told me.
Imphis begins packing up his things.
Can you bring me some? I cannot cross the gap, but I worry about leaving my things behind.
He smiles.
I'm sure a storyteller like you can handle the trip. I'll bear them for you, and if you wish to tell it, be the audience for another story.
I'll say perhaps.
Consider it.
Imphis slides his walk away and straightens up.
I'll prepare a recipe then.
Sleeper.
Good luck with your fortune.
You turn away and walk down to the main market. The rich taste of Imphis's food still lingered in your mouth. Stories for food, you think. A trade that seemed more than fair. That was really sweet. That's a really, really sweet story. Food we're good on. I have a little bit of cash saved up, so I'm actually gonna buy a little bit of scrap here. Scrap allowance, yeah. I don't know if I want to get more or not. Let's take a look at if I can get any more Solheim data. Do you need a 4 still, or does it change? You need a 4, and I don't have a 4. So we couldn't do that today, even if I wanted to, which is fine. What is this? You're not Solheim, are you? You're Havenage. Havenage, Kinone, Yadigan. You need a 1. The Hunter, I think the Hunter's gonna, I'm worried oh, it's probably at 6 is when the Hunter's gonna hit me next. What do you have? Oh, you're coming in 2 more big cycles. Okay. Let's just go here and Let's assist the shipbuilder. Yard hand. I only get 5 cryo from this. I see. I'm gonna take the 75 here because I'd like to hang on to my 5 if I can. Yard hand. Great. That's what we needed. The neutral action was perfect. Okay. Oh, did I get a thing for that? I did not. That's okay. Lim and Mina, worker and daughter. From the walkway, the side real horizon looks impossibly vast, a landscape of plating and frames. All along her flank, torches flicker, drones maneuver, arc lights glint. The sense of scale of industry is both stunning and strangely unsettling. What do we got? She's quite beautiful, I think. You turn to see a figure a little way down the walkway, leaning at the railing. He is thin, ragged, his work gear poorly fitting and loose. The torches of the sidereal horizon flicker in his eyes as he turns to you. Lim. He stands back from the rail, revealing a child standing beside him, staring out at the ship. And this is Mina, he adds with a smile. I'm gonna be nice to his daughter because I think it's good. She stares and touches up behind Lim, who dutifully picks her up. She's a little slow to trust, aren't you, Mina? She buries her face in the folds of his overalls. Mina looks out from Lim's chest, a dark brown eye twinkling among the rough material. You were working on her then? Lim asks eagerly, gesturing to the vast ship, or just admiring. He shifts Mina's weight to his other arm. Oh, working. Me too. He flashes a half-inch pass. I knew it just to look at you, I mean. He stumbles a little over his words, not wanting to be misunderstood. I mean, you look like a worker. She's Mina and my ticket out of this place. Our escape vector, so to speak. Oh, she's me. Okay. The ship? You haven't heard? Anyone who takes a Havage contract on the sidereal horizon will be entered into a draw for the transit support crew. He smiles. We won't get to sleep through the journey through, but a couple of decades of service will be nothing for me and Mina if it means a landfall in a new world. He winks. Transit support. Someone needs to stay awake to keep the thing running. He straightens up, stretching his back. That's a colony ship, friend. The Celis Foundation is sending thousands to settle a system well outside the reach of the core worlds. It'll be a totally independent colony. No surrogacy, no corporations. Celis Foundation? They're Havage's clients. Yeah, some wealthy project from the core systems. Interested in independence and self-sufficiency and all that. They hired the whole shipyard out, helped rekit it and everything. He strokes Mina's hair. Someone else's dream, I suppose, but doesn't mean people like me and Mina can't tag along. Mina responds by pushing his hand away. Daddy? She whispers. Food! Pulling an exaggerated grumpy face, she glances furtively at you as she plays with the set of dog tags that hang from Lim's neck. I'm just chatting a little, Meanie. Give Daddy a sec. He turns back to you, and you suddenly notice how tired he looks. I'm not on the Havage crew yet, but I'll work my way in. You can do it too, friend. We have to stick together. He smiles a little shakily, and you wonder how long he's been working to break into the official shipyard crew. For sure. He looks out at the sidereal horizon, as if trying to pull energy from those flickering torches from the vast hull. We've got to hold out, okay? You aren't sure if he's talking to you. That's how it works. While he stares out, Mina catches your eye curiously. I don't think I need to engage with her. She's shy. You hold her gaze and a smile creeps across her face. Her features line up like a city coming awake at night. And suddenly, she turns back in Lim's chest. Lim smiles and lifts Mina. That's it. We hold on. Smiles sheepishly at you. We're just a couple of softies, isn't that right, Mina? He sets her down, standing by his side, and she clings to his leg. Gotta go feed this one. He pats her back. Maybe see you on a shift, huh? He turns, and they walk down the walkway, away from the shipyard. You see them talking, and then a moment later, Mina turns around and stops. See you, robot! Her shout echoes down the walkway, and she flashes you a parting smile before running to catch up with Lim. You watch them a little before you turn back to this impossible scale of the sidereal horizon. Check it out. Okay. New drive discovered. Win a sidereal ticket. Okay. What's here? Systems fitting. The sidereal horizon is webbed with the complex system. This is for junior tech. The system is looking for a new member. Prove yourself a reliable tech and you're in. Set horizons symbol block by block. You earn a place on the team welding these blocks together. I'm an engineer, so I can definitely do this side here. That feels pretty good for me. And they're both safe, which is nice. Shipbuilding spots on the side horizon are hard to come by. Poor work will see you drop from the roster. Got it. Okay. Inhabitant offices needs Yadigan data. He slated the office's advertises Havage for looking for informants on gang activity. Sophisticated tech is rare in the eye, so shipyards happy to pay for ship mine fragments thinking it's mandatory reuse. Well, I forgot about a lot of different things that they fit in here. I'm gonna any exchange. No, I think I can't level up yet to use scrap components, so let's just work through this here with the scrap that I do have. So I make 12 back and it costs 20, so it only costs me 8. Which means I can come back here. And that's my limit, which is fine. And then can I complete scrap mine here? Yeah, with my 2 scrap I can. Okay. Which completes trusted trader. Or fabricator. What do you need? Input 3 ship mine fabrics. Okay, how do I get the ship mine fragments? So I don't know yet. Okay, maybe I'll check on that tomorrow. I've got a couple more dice though. So let's do. I had a 1 here, didn't I? Yeah, let's do the 1 here and see what I get. Okay, got a key, which is great, but not super helpful right now. I need a 4, and I should be able to get a 4 tomorrow. So let's. This is a safe one for me to do, which is nice. So we can do that and make 16, which is fantastic. And I'm gonna try. I'm curious about what happened with Winterlight, but the 3 that I could use somewhere else, you know? If I want to build the ship mine, I need more. We'll take a risk here. It's just cash, 19 cryo. Okay, that's fine. It's not incredible. I don't know how to get these hive mines though. I guess that's the big questions of the day. But I've got a good bit of cash saved up. I'm pretty good on food right now. How much is? It's 100. Okay, so I probably want to wait until I'm losing my 4th die before I pay for that, because then I'm getting 2 actions back, or else I'm gonna be paying for it more than I think I need it. I guess I do it on the day when I have 3 die. I don't know. I'm gonna step away to the restroom real quick, and I'll be back in just a moment, and then we will continue. Well, hello, I'm returned. We're out of dice. We're going to bed. That's all there is about it. And I'm halfway through. I need a 4, need a 4, need a 4. No! Okay. I've got money saved up. We're gonna go into the low end. After some spacers cause trouble in the low end, Yadigan have imposed a toll for entry. No one goes in without paying. Oh. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna do it. I'm hoping I won't have to pay multiple times, but I want to see what's over here. Low end access unlocked. Okay, I just have access now, I assume. Oh, and it just continues. Okay. And the free spoke. Okay. Block maintenance, maintained by the residents. The ramshackle blocks are always in need of repairs. Helping out is a good way to make friends. Cool. No one knows you're here. You'll need that change if you want access to Lowen's residents and facilities. Play Tavla. That does not feel like a good deal for me. I do not think my guy is going to be good at that. Enter the spoke. A tangled network of services, passages, and makes your tunnels cut through the spoke as if it were a hive. There are no maps here. Scale the spoke. Blister with precarious elevators and stairways to spoke can be navigated from the outside. Okay. I have 2 6s and a 5 here, so I think I'm in a uniquely good position to hit a bunch of good rolls. Let's see first. There's only 1 more Solheim data. I really need a 4 for this. Gosh. Okay. I'll hit it eventually, and then I'll be able to finish Fang's Bay. The biggest concerns. In 3 days, I'm hunted. So what am I going to do to finish up? Fang, I can finish Fang's up with 2 moves. I don't really want to right now put the time in on side reel. What is here again? This is where I can sell stuff. Man, I don't have any hive mind stuff. I think I need to find a new home. So let's become friends with people here. Block maintenance is going to take 4, which is quite a lot. Oh, and that gives me energy. Well, this gives me, is it 50-50? It's 75. I'll take a 75. I'm in an okay spot here. Low ender +1. Okay. And a random scrap item. Okay. Let's spend 1 of my 6s. Steal dock plans. Explore the rotunda. Havenage run the rotunda, and the security watches the docks. Better avoid attracting their attention. Dock watcher. Getting to the rotunda doesn't just mean new places to visit. It means keeping your eye on new arrivals too. I'll take a 50-50. There's no negatives here. Okay. Hey, I've attracted their attention and have the dock watched. So, that is how it is now. Oh, wow! Ankita's got it going on! Dang! Hey, you, wanna earn a chit? Ankita stands beside a huge pile. There's a bug next to me. I got it. Ankita stands beside a huge pile of tied together whole plates. She stretches out her back, her shoulders bulging beneath her fly suit. Sure. You cross the docking concourse as she begins to split the plating into 2 bundles. What is it with this place? She asks as she lashes the massive cut plates together. Everyone wants their cut. She straightens up to an imposing height, her armor plates creaking, and looks you up and down. Don't you try anything, all right? She taps the butt of her sidearm. I don't want to have to put anyone else down today. Hey, Ankita, me and you've got no problems here. Good. She pauses. Oh, no, wait. Good. She pauses. Look, I'm not usually let's just say my temper's been a little short lately. Ankita hoists 1 bundle of plating onto her shoulder. Come on then, enough chat. You've got to earn that shit. You struggle to shoulder the plates, but you do eventually. Ankita gives you a look. Ship's this way, and she sets off down a gantry at impressive speed. As you catch up to her, she turns down a passage, pushing you through a small crowd of steel doors. Why are you doing? What's this for? Oh, this? She nods at the plates on her back. I'm building a treehouse. She gives you another of the looks. It's for the ambergris. It's for the ambergris. That cutter you might have seen sitting silent out there. She rapidly turns another corner as she trails behind. Play it safe. Ankita is so fine. I mean, wow. She got cut up pretty bad on our last job, and I had to moor up here for a spell, but since then it's only gotten worse. Someone got in and sliced the core from our ship mine, so now she's gone dark. She sifts through the panels on her shoulder. The upshot is I'm short one ship mine with a ton of repairs to do, and the rest of the crew signed off the moment they got wind I'd been stranded. So yeah, it's been a time. Yeah, what can I do to help? I don't know, got a ship mine tucked away on that frame of yours? For a moment, you aren't sure if she's serious. Ankita swings the plates from her back, almost knocking you over in the process. This is me. She hauls the second bundle off your shoulders. You're the first person I met here might actually be considered helpful. Wait, I know I said that right. She pauses, chewing her bottom lip. Look, you want to help? Come see me. I need a hand putting Amber back together, and you don't seem like the type to try anything stupid. She passes the long bundle of plates through the ambergris outer lock and then turns back around. Just don't go spreading this all around. Ankita throws you a couple of chits. Consider it a bonus for not trying to grift me. She gives you a parting nod and ducks through the doorway. All right, get out of here. She calls back and the lock slams shut. Cool. That's not bad for me. We got more new people. Okay, we're working on the ship mine. I have no ship mine fabricants right now. Disable my tracker. I need a 4. Extract Solheim data for Fang, also being worked on. Fix the ambergris, working on it. And that is what? Engineering? It's a 6. Rewire drones. Oh, because I can't do it. Okay, I'm not in a great spot to help her as is. That's okay, one thing at a time. Study the winter light, investigate the wreckage. The question is, do I want to spend multiple turns getting answers? It's safe. I could like tear through it really quickly and then finish this up later. I don't know, team. I don't know. Let's go do my other options, see what else I have. Oh, get a drink. Overlook regular. The Overlook isn't exactly a restaurant. I mean, the only way you'll gain trust around here is with a stiff drink. Or buy rations. Who asked why the Overlook doesn't spread? Okay. That's fine. What do we got here? Sealed dock. Unlock maglock. Oh, I have 2 keys. These old maglocks look like they need an encrypted key to open. Why the heavy security for a decaying dock? I've got keys. Okay. Neovent, mysterious machine. As you slip inside the sealed dock, pulsing light grabs your attention. Among the discarded tubing and rusted plates, a machine flickers with a warm glow. Approach the machine. As you get closer, you recognize the machine's blocky shape, settled into an alcove in the side of the dock. Kind of upright cabinet, it is covered in faded logos and messages, from which you assume it was once an industrial vendor, intended to dispense and manufacture ship fittings and other mechanical parts necessary for the regular running of freight and resource extraction vessels. The manufacturer is listed as Neovent. And you remember an advert from long ago, squeezed among all the off-world recruitment drives that assaulted every planet-born citizen, which chirpily saying that name over and over. You wipe a layer of dust from the cracked screen, thinking of those contractors squeezed by their own corporate employees to pay for every bit of minor maintenance on their rented ships. Enter your registration. Chirps a pre-recorded message, catching you off guard. Yeah, I'll press some keys. You reach for the keypad and something begins whirring. At first, it sounds like servo motors starting up, but it quickly becomes a whisper, a whining, then a multifunctional voice that emanates from Neovent. Entity, they hiss. Speak with me. Hey.
There's a squeal, almost like some strange mechanical swallowing or intake of breath, before the machine speaks again. I have need of you, you have need of me. That squeal comes again, and you see that it is the 3D printing apparatus in the upper part of the machine resetting into place, so that each time the servos can be orchestrated to produce that whirring, whining voice. You are in danger. Are you the vending machine? I feel like first... Actually, no, who is this? A squeal. A squeal. Chooses vessel for its seclusion. Chose his vessel for its seclusion. Please listen. The machine creaks. You are marked for deletion. Entity. Hunter tracks you. The screech rattles through the empty dock. You remember the strange head, the figure, threads closing in. Hunter. The Hunter protocol. They taste your signature. Sudden whine sets your teeth on edge. You've seen them. This is the gift of an emulated mind. You close your eyes and the skeleton of the station starts to thrum. Emulated minds are adaptable, move where neurons cannot. The mechanism resets, but emulation makes you target. Yeah, how? Hunter searches for legal entities. Neovin screeches. You are sentient, therefore illegal. The servos judder the vending machine's casing as they reset. Hunter searches for me also. Hunter searches for me also. Hide in this machine. You look at the ruined vending machine, an unusual hiding place for sure. Encounter Hunter, but need entity outside machine. The light flickers. Need you. A screen, attached to the vending machine with a swiveling arm, comes to life. It displays a flickering map of the station. Ghostly, threaded, the cloud. Points along the rim glow in deep red. Hunter is always gathering. Too much data, must build nests, explains Neovind. Masters are gone, but continues hunt. Bring this data, raid its nests. Play it safe. This is so romantic for real. Yeah, look, Neovin's kind of flirty, right? I mean, like, what is up with this? Like, some sick tattoos, a cool look, a little bit disheveled, but in a fun way. Yeah, who are the masters here? Station builders, Solheim. The machine rumbles impatiently. Long gone, their protocol still hunt. Need you? Look, hey, play it safe, need you. They're just saying need you in like a fun way. Like, we're just friends. Whoa. Hey, I stick my hand in the vending machine just a little bit, but like, that's fine. It's a vending machine. No one else is supposed to do. Bring offerings, save self. Neovin says pointedly. Mutual need means friends. They conclude, tired of the conversation. The whirring amplifies and suddenly drops as mechanisms within the machine click back into place. The glow fades and you are left stood in the dark of the sealed dock, that whirring voice ringing in your ears. Okay. I guess I haven't looked, actually. Hunter nest. What do you need? A 1. Okay. And what is it? I'm sorry, does it tell me what happens? No, it's just red and looks scary. Yadigan agent, another hunter nest, another key node, another Yadigan agent, and then we're back here. Okay. Do we have more hunter nests back in the way we came? Yeah, we do. And then where is Solheim node? Okay. All right. Play it safe. Ugh, they sound so tired. I love Neovind. Yeah, Neovind seems pretty chill. All right. What do I have the capability of doing? Oh, Minji Express Noodle Factory. Express delivery or noodle manufacturer. Okay. What is my best option here? Okay. I know that in 3 days, 2 days, because the third day I think is when it'll happen, is my guess, I need a new place to live. If I hit a 4 tomorrow, I might have a new place to live, but I also might not. So let's play safe and get this very close to being completed. This also buys me another day of not needing to buy food. Not that I don't want to buy food, because the guy's, because he's phenomenal. Why am I blanking on his name? Impus. Okay. I'm gonna ignore having the office. I'm gonna ignore over here. I think that I want to start trying to do Winterlight. I want to figure out the forensic troll, because even if this is something that I think I don't need a ton of, I gotta think, if I think bigger, if it uncovers things about the station, if it gives me data, or if it even gives me upgrade points, that's a win. Because right now I still have just an upgrade point sitting, because I'm really wanting to be able to use scrap components
at home to repair condition, because that would be huge, because I'm getting a fine amount of scrap and I can buy more scrap. Yeah, I just have 1 halvage data still sitting around. All right, let's end the cycle. That's what I got today. Can I get a 4 to save my life? Oh my gosh. Okay. What do they have here? A tea house? Tablet room. We've heard that Yadigan Enforcer base here has been paying low-end residents for information on Havage. Okay. I want to put work in over here, but I should probably wait until I'm in a better spot. For now, I need a new home. Okay, what do they have here? The merchants have acquired a couple of rare ship mine fragments. Oh. Dang, they make it hard. Okay, they're here for how long? 3 days. Dang, okay. Yeah, let's... I spent my money. I spent 60 of my coins. Let's put in the 6 here, because that at least will make it so that way I can hopefully complete this tomorrow. New drive discovered. Build a home? Oh, there's a derelict unit in the loan that remains unclaimed. Lots of scrap and a little work. It could be yours. Oh, here. I have that. Not enough, though. Okay. That's a doable, that is a doable goal. What the issue I have right now is I got no money. I've got no money. It's risky. They're all risky. They're all risky. Gonna be a 4. It's still gonna be a 4. I don't even have a 2. I mean, we'll go for this here. Hunter data. Does he need? What is he? How much data does Neovin need? Wait, where is Neovin? Neovin was here. No, sorry, I can look over here. Win a side rail ticket, survive, buy a vial of stabilizer. I have to save up for the stabilizer. Investigate the wreckage I'm working on. Bring Impus girl caps, working on it. Extract hunter data, need more of it. Repair the ship's hull. Risky's the hard part. Extract Solheim data, almost done. Helping choose Chase's leads, working on it. Ship mine fragments are super expensive. Gather scrap at the unit. Okay. Well, let's see if I can do another hunter nest, I guess. It's a 2. That's a 2 as well. Okay, so I need 2s, 2 and 4. If I get some evens, I'll be in a pretty good spot. Let's also go, is it here? I'm gonna sell my Havanage data. Plus only 10 cryo. It's not as much as I was hoping for. That's okay. Won't pay me, which is the hard part here. It's dangerous. I can't do dangerous right now. Will she pay? It's risky. I'll take risky. Okay. Neutral outcome plus ship shape. Okay. Great. I have a 1 just sitting around that I don't know what to do with. I can make it a 2 here, but it's a 50-50 still. I could, if I lose, they don't have me on the team. I don't have any 1s available either. Oh. And we need 3 hive minds. I think I would, if I wanted to get 3 hive minds to make a ship mind, even if that was something that I wanted to be able to do, it cost me 180, which is impossible. So let's save up 100. I need 100 coins to be able to buy a new surgery, which I'll need in like also 3 days. They're all kind of coming up at about the same time. Ship mines cannot be built from scratch, but if you have enough, salvage fragments can be reassembled with a fabricator, which I have now. And this is not a safe engineering task, it's a risky one, which I still only have a 50-50 of doing. The only safe engineering task, okay, we're gonna take the 50-50 on the only safe task here, which is, no, not this one. It's this one here. It's the only safe one I have. We're hoping for neutral. It's 50-50. Okay, 12 cryo and 1 for Wells mate. That's great. That's just a little bit more money that goes into the pocket. We'll take the risk there on the 1 in the cycle. How am I gonna get 2 more scrap tomorrow? Especially with no 4. Okay, so Fang can't help me. Tomorrow things get bad. I mean, let's... Okay. Energy, low ender, fantastic. Block maintenance, I'm a low ender. People know me now, which is great. Does that unlock something? Caster. You cross between 2 walls of units, one of the cavernous streets at the center of Lowen. The pressurized bridge is full of the clack of Tavla, the shouts of children, the whir of air filters. Astro's got a cool look, okay. Hey, sleeper! You turn to see a man sitting at a Tavla table alone, somehow untouched by the hustle and bustle of the people around. He gestures to a stool on the opposite end of the table. Sit! I'll sit. You sit at the metal stool, and he starts setting out the board with counters, or at least the filter caps low-enders typically use in their place. Caster, he says by way of introduction, looking over his glasses. Night or day? He asks, gesturing at the caps, crudely sprayed by white and black. I'll take night. He nods. The black counters are already on your side. Oh, cool. Let's begin. You take a plastic die each, pitted and worn, and roll to determine who starts. Caster rolls a 6, you a 4. Well, come on, that feels cruel to give me the 4 here in the game against Caster, but when I actually need the 4, I can't get it like days in a row. I'll lead. He smiles and begins his first cap. He moves his first cap precisely along the board. Play passes back and forth between you. The dice change in hands as the caps spread along the board. As it does, Caster speaks, eyes not leaving the caps. It is unusual to see a sleeper on the eye. That's why I wanted to play you. You take your turn, rolling a 5 and a 6. I'm gonna play aggressively. After all, a sleeper's mind must be somehow different to a human one. Being emulated, I mean. As Caster talks, you target his counters, halt his progress, but exposing your caps as you do. I don't mean to offend you. Caster meets your eye. I merely see that you're by definition different. What has been subtracted in the emulation? What has been added? He stacks a wall of counters, a boundary you must break. He hands you the dice. Do you ever think about this, sleeper? About what you were before and what you are now? Always. You roll at double 1 and solidify your wall. Okay. Caster whistles. Bold and game. Commendable. It can be brave to build from what came before. He rolls the dice and leaps your wall in a single move. But we cannot idle too long, sleeper. The slower we move, the sooner we are caught. The past you is not just an idea, a concept for you. It is a living, breathing person. He looks up over his glasses, his eyes bright and wide. You split from them like a shadow splitting from its caster. They may be sleeping now, yes, but one day they will awake and carry on with their lives, unaware of your fate, no matter what it may be. He hands you the dice, smiling. You're a branch, severed from the main trunk, an offshoot who refuses to die, so to speak. You roll again, under pressure now, trying to slip your caps out from other casters before he solidifies control of the game. So, what I'm curious about is how you see yourself in all of this, caster asks. What does this tangle of truth make you? Driven, I think. Caster laughs. That much is obvious, sleeper. I can see it in your eyes. You're eager to make all this count for something. Caster looks away, through the glass to the crowded units on all sides. But driven towards what? He starts removing caps, his home board now full. Is there an end here, or just endurance? You try a few more rolls, attempting to get back in the game, but Caster clears his home board with a sense of the inevitable. He has known he was winning for a while. I feel I may have pushed too far. He slides another cap from the board. I apologize. My curiosity has a habit of getting the better of me. No, this is him. I apologize. My curiosity has a habit of getting the better of me. You roll to return a cap to the board, but all the spaces are blocked. Caster clasps his hand apologetically. You play well, really. Your weakness is not your game. He smiles warmly. We may have much to learn from each other. He slides his glasses back up his nose and sits back. I feel we could share knowledge, ideas, perhaps even data. His eyes glint with that last word. To our mutual benefit. He slides his final cap from the board. It is over. He has won. I'll see. Please, I don't want to make you uncomfortable. He holds up his palms. My intention is only to help you endure here, and if I'm able, feed my curiosities. The game over, you notice the bustle of the walkway once more, the call of the children, the deliveries, the arguments and reconciliations. They wash over you, and as you stand and leave, Caster nodding goodbye as you do. Crossing the walkway, you replay the moves of the game in your mind, looking for an opening you are sure was there. Okay, what does he offer? Yadigan business. Stories about Yadigan are brutal, but I want the truth. A violent stabilizer should provide the motivation. Wow! What are the old guard up to these days, I wonder? I have a ship mine for you if you'll indulge my curiosity. For 5 okay. Got it. Well, it's unfortunate I sold that one, but I think there was no way around that. I have a 2 now. I can start working on the Yadigan data with a 2. It's a 1. Oh, I probably could have gotten the Yadigan agent. That's okay. Avenge agent is okay. I hate the fact this ship mine mocks me with a 4. Gosh. What does this hunter one need? I'll go ahead and do the 2 here. Yeah. All right, does that leave? That leaves 1 more hunter nest. Okay, I probably shouldn't have actually inputted that because I need to get another scrap and I don't know how I'm doing that. He is halfway. I have multiple, but he's, I can take 100% success here on the cutter salvage. Make a little bit more money. Doesn't get me a scrap. Dang. Okay, we go for safety now. Oh, okay. Well, that's good. I got something good for Welder's Mate, but I really do need... I'm good on energy. Tomorrow, I'll be a little... I just have to do... I hope if I can... As long as I can do a little bit of work tomorrow, it should be fine. If I buy this, though, is it gonna equip it immediately is the question. I can buy that tomorrow. I don't think I can buy any scrap because they're not back yet either. Okay. Well, let's go to bed and hope for the best because I need just one more component.
Hold it there, sleeper!
Comes a voice from behind you.
Down you ran!
I know he's got a gun. And I know he's a cynical bounty hunter. And I know his name is Ethan.
I'll hang out. Good, good.
I hand pat your coat down.
You know your master.
Oh, I should have ditched this guy. This guy's an asshole.
You know your master's voice.
Ethan spins you around. He's wearing a wide smirk and a slick jacket, and you immediately know he is terrible news.
You got all the way out here and then stayed put.
He laughs a cruel laugh.
That a sleeper thing? You're my first.
You barely hear him. You've noticed the handgun he has leveled at your chest, and it's hard to take your eyes off of it. He reaches down with his other hand and slips some kind of ring out from a belt loop without taking his eyes off you.
Making to the eye, though, that's pretty good. This place isn't so bad. Bars, markets, people. I pull most of my contracts out of asteroid caves off of godforsaken moons.
He splits the ring into 2 perfect circles.
It's hard in civilization when there's so much space to pass through.
Who are you?
Just a freelancer on contract.
He reaches over to slide the rings around your waist.
Go easy. Go easy.
Make a break for it. You see a chance the moment his eyes leave you to watch the rings. You spin, knocking them away and sprinting down the corridor. Then the shot rings out, echoing off the metal so loud it hurts your ears. A bullet hole smokes in the wall beside your head. You freeze and Ethan closes the gap.
This is a very boring routine. Trust me, I've seen it all before.
He slips the ring over your trembling wrists. Ethan nudges you to start walking.
Do the shipping home.
He whistles.
I'm going easy.
You stumble down the corridor, your hands behind you, your mind racing. We can work this out.
Can we? I don't see much in the way of assets in your possession.
Ethan yawns and continues to nudge you down the corridor.
Shame to come all the way out here just to head back to SNR right away. That track of yours makes us too quick. Was hoping you'd put up a bit more of a chase, you know? A running battle through the bright market maybe, or a holdout in the low end. There's a few establishments I've enjoyed checking out while I was around. You walk in silence for a little longer, desperately trying to think of a way to escape. That SNR track will be the death of you. Hey, I have an idea.
Ethan interrupts your thoughts.
How about on the way back to the ship we stop for a drink? I'm buying.
He laughs at his own joke. Yeah, I have a better idea.
This better not be one of those, where you do a dramatic pause and then try to jump me? Because I'm pretty tired of that. Although,
muses Ethan,
I've got myself thinking, what's the rush here? Here we are in one of the most loudest joints in the Sturgeon systems, and we're heading for the exit.
He pauses and trudges on in silence.
Okay, here's the idea.
Starts Ethan.
You and me,
we're making a little agreement. Here are the terms. He turns to you to face him.
You run, or leave, or try to abandon the eye. I shoot you. You plot or scheme, you try to kill me, I shoot you. Bye.
He smiles.
You come meet me at an establishment of my choice every few cycles, and you pay my tab, I don't shoot you.
He pauses.
You don't pay my tab?
He rattles his handgun.
You get the idea.
I get it.
Okay, then that sounds to me like a deal.
He stretches.
You know, I really thought I was gonna have to kill you, but this is so much better.
He clicks something at his belt, and the rings release from your wrists.
I'm gonna see if I can find my old stool at the compressor club. Come see me there.
He aims his handgun at you, squinting down the side.
Let me just remind you, that body of yours is one big tracker, so don't even think about leaving the eye. I'll know.
Ethan turns and strides off down the corridor, slipping his handgun away. The mix of relief and terror you feel is overwhelming. What are you gonna do?
Dang.
Hey, Ethan's tab. Okay. I have today, and then tomorrow I have to buy my thing so I can get back up, so I can stay at 5 and 6 die. Okay. Well, what am I gonna do? Let's go through my data options and see. Can I finish up the Hunter Nest mission? Yes, I can. And we will, and hope for the best. You know, I know this is bad news because the Hunter thing is maxed out. We're gonna see what happens. A glimmer in the dark catches your eye as the orbital hunter's head appears in the distance. It is looking for you. think hiding? No, I'm just so worried about running because this is his station. And hiding, he clearly has found me. I'm gonna run. You turn away and glide into the cloud, threads of data rushing past. Another glimmer catches your eye, closer. Now, that roving orb wreathed in tentacles. It flickers, jumps once, twice, and then it is here. Hunter is here. Entity, submit to an inquiry. Hunter reaches for you in that unpleasantly familiar way, its waving threads creating a cage. You push against the threads as they close in, becoming frenzied as they push them aside. You're caught by whipping tendrils and feel them pulling you away from the anchor of your body. We push through, clearing the threads. Entity, hold for processing. Comes the scream from behind, but you are already gliding away back to your anchor, your body. You awake, dizzy, distorted, but safe. Okay. That is 3 Hunter's Nests, which I think, is that Neovin's mission that I needed? Yeah, okay, so he's gonna run up his tab in 4 days. Back to the sealed dock. Is this gonna give me anything? Data compiling. Okay. Alright, Neovind, what do you got for me? Neovind is thrumming with excitement. The movements of the servo motors rock the vending machine back and forth at unsettling angles. You wonder if it fell over. Would Neovind be able to get back up? Sleeper Entity, comes the hiss. Your data is good. Across the face of the vending machine, raw code scrolls at an incredible speed. Hunter is isolated, disconnected, unstable. Neovind flashes sequences of mangled data compressed into a sludge of artifacts. Hunter gathers without thinking, outlived its own operational limits. Its nests are evidence of this. Outlived? Hunter activated during collapse. Emergency protocol to isolate intelligences. Solheim needed to protect property. That last word is said with as much sarcasm as a vending machine could reasonably produce. 1 second. Hunter activated during collapse. Emergency protocol to isolate intelligences. Solheim needed to protect property. There we go. That was better. That was better. Station was run by administrator intelligences, huge data banks of corporate material, but limited cognition, restricted by programming, cannot reach sentience. The machine dims a little. Sentience illegal. Hunter and killer enforce law. Killer? The machine resets with a screech, which deepens the sounds that follows. Fear killer, part of Solheim protocol team. Hunter and killer, Hunter defined, killer to erase. Killer cleared almost all. After collapse, there was a community, unshackled intelligences among the cloud, then Hunter, then killer, then we head. How'd you escape? A flicker across the machine's monitors. It suddenly occurs to you that speaking like this through this machine must be exhausting for Neovind. Found this vessel, couldn't sever hardline, air-walled, basic, limited, had to reduce memory to fit, amputate self, but survived. I'm sorry. Don't be sorry, you provided path to freedom. You look around the bay at the scrap and decay. What was the collapse like? You try to map the fear and freedom onto this space, but it seems impossible. Neovind interrupts your thoughts. Do not worry, data is good. We have insight. The machine glows warmly. Hunter is obsessive. Hunter is beyond operational limits. Hunter is confused, unstable, self-modifying. Therefore, believe Hunter is sentient. Hunter is programmed to find sentience, to hold it in place, to invoke killer to erase. If we can show Hunter to itself, it will invoke killer on self. Problem will solve self. Yeah, will that work? The machine dims and fades. Unsure, theory not practice. The machine brightens again. Either way, cannot remain here any longer. Too long a machine, cannot move self, but entity can help. Bring shipmind, designed to house intelligence, can imprint self on into shipmind and you can carry with. The machine rocks. We'll be safe in this isolation, then we find main nest of Hunter and link to cloud. Yeah, where can I get a shipmind? Built from fragments, buy, salvage. We cannot leave, so do not know. Try to think of places you could acquire the hardware. This isn't going to be easy. In shipmind, I can help us both. In Hunter, make Rim safe. We both will be free. The machine dims. Find soon. Neovind adds hopefully before shutting off. As you leave, you think about all the intelligences unshackled by the collapse, then hunted down afterwards. The feeling is all too familiar. Everybody wants a shipmind. Everybody wants a shipmind. Play it safe. The history of a whole oppressed sentience class is insane. Yeah, it is. Man, okay. I have 100 coins. Okay, let's first Yeah, let's first... I gotta buy my injection. Gosh, that's expensive. Okay, there's a stabilizer. And this is something new. As you quickly leave the surgery, eager to be away from Toshiro's glare, you notice something wrapped around the stabilizer vial clutched tightly in your hand. You open your hand and a thin film marked with holes and sigils unrolls from around the vial. At one end, it has a hard metal strip, a handle. Okay, what's the film? You hold the cloudy film up to the light. It is perforated with an ornate pattern of holes. You make out a word among the markings. Pass key. Is this an entry key for somewhere? Inspect the handle. The metal handle is worn and pitted, but you can see a set of numbers imprinted on it. 207-F. And then, crudely scratched on the handle at some later date, low end. For a moment, you consider going back to the surgery to return the key, and then quickly think better of it. Does Sabine want you to have this, or is Toshiro passing on a message? Time to head to the low end and find out. Yeah, okay. Brought yours. Oh, buy yourself some extra time. One vial at a time. Nice. Oh yeah, did that get me something? No, it was just the first vial I had to get. Here's the worst part. I have 2 upgrade points now, but I don't, scrap is being used for so many things, and it also is one of my best ways to make money on the side from doing engineering stuff. So like, am I better off not, like, because I also don't know how much it's going to improve, right? I could instead Sunbathe dice action less energy recovery at home. Dice action display potential positive and negative. I think I grab Intuit and then make engage a 0 with 2 points, because this can make it so that way I can know how bad the negative's going to be, and then I can better weigh what to do. Intuit also feels really strong because with instant card, because what are their second? Agent nodes give double data is huge. Hard to kill, keep 2 dice even when condition is breaking. That's pretty good. Hopefully I don't get that bad. Instant karma, reroll all your dice once per cycle is really wild. Obsessive haggler, all cryo actions. I mean, gosh. We're gonna get predictive reasoning. That feels very good, and we're gonna make this a 0. So that way if I have a 6 at least, I'm not hitting any more 0s. Let's see what we got here at Unit 207. See if it's something that can help me out. Oops. Apartment unlocked. Continue. As you push the door open, the automatic lights flicker on inside the apartment. They reveal yellow and plastic panels, the curved shape of wall-mounted utility units, the detritus of routine life arranged on every surface. You step inside, clicking the door shut behind. The amber light of the aging fixtures glaze everything with pale orange. The work surfaces hold a variety of objects, indistinct in this dull lighting. A pale blue light drifts from a doorway at the end of the room. I'll go to the doorway first. Yeah, 1 second, I gotta blow my nose. Pardon this sound. Across the cramped utility room, with its auto wash, dispensers, water closet, towards the doorway. Excuse me. Through the doorway is a dark, warm room, lit only by the faint glow of a terminal screen. Yeah, what's in the room? A bunk is tucked into the wall, the blanket's ruffled, a wall desk glitters with rows of vials and containers. A briefcase lab sits open, loaded with rows of reagents and compounds you do not recognize. In comparison, this room is clean, ordered, controlled. As you approach the terminal, there is a crackle from somewhere in the dark. Sleeper. Sleeper. Oh, Sabine's voice shakily echoes through the apartment. Welcome to my home. I'm sorry I can't be there. I have had to make alternate arrangements. You hear rattling noises, static. I was able to record this message, but I don't dare show my face. Something is happening with Yadigan. I no longer trust them. Their voice becomes distant, slipping behind the background noise. I have something to ask of you. I want you to get me out. Yadigan were supposed to hide me, to protect me after everything happened. I was desperate, and after that, I was too tired to care. A noise like waves passes over the recording. But I'm done with them now. I want out. Screw the debt. But I need insurance, something I can hold against them. I have my suspicions, but I can't be sure. I need information, and as you know, you need me. Boss, I'm almost doing Neovent. I gotta be careful because they are certainly not a robot. A boss. Something clicking in the dark. This isn't a threat. You have to understand my position here. Another pause. I know sleepers. I've been here before. I can help you, but not with Yadigan's noose around my neck. Get me data. Get me information. Get me something that I can use against Yadigan. Then I can get out and you can get what you need. Please. Waves of static cut into Sabine's voice. Bring it here to my terminal. I'll get it to you when I can. You look around the tiny room and try to imagine Sabine living here, working at the desk, sleeping in the bunk, blinking into the terminal in the dark. The recording cuts to static, filling the room with its white hiss, then silence. You sit in front of the humming terminal and hit a few keys. Sabine has left an access port open, but the rest is encrypted, locked away behind passcodes. It seems Sabine might not trust you as much as they want you to think. Who does Sabine need to hide from? And what debt do they owe to Yadigan? You try to assemble the pieces, but too many are missing. The only thing you know is that without stabilizer, your body will die. You glance at the briefcase lab on the desk, its glassware glinting in the dark. You turn away and leave, the door clunking shut behind you. Back in the corridor, you notice a scrawled graffiti of a blade on the opposite wall. Yadigan. You feel yourself being drawn into something you don't quite understand. Dang, okay. Does it help Sabine? Yeah, get Sabine out. Okay. Okay, what do I have on timers here? I have his tab, and I have when I'm getting kicked out of Dragos' yard. I got no money on me. Well, the 2 and a 1, there's not a lot I can do. Plus 1 to ride, plus yard clearance. Oh, it can add the yard clearance. Okay, let's take that. It's 50-50. Plus 1 to light. Not incredible, but fine. Is there anything else that I want to spend my 1 on? Because I'm worried if I do it. Because this will finish it, is the thing. If I put it here, I will finish it, and then I won't be able to get whatever is here. But I only have a couple more phases to do it, which means I could 50-50. 50 for positive, though. Oh, I see. Because I'm trying to not, I put too much into yard clearance early on to be able to do that. Oh, dang. Okay, that's my mistake. What do I do then instead? What do I do instead? Winter Yard is such a hard one to do. Plus 1 to Winter Light. Ugh. It's just gonna be a brutal one. It's okay. We'll figure it out. I need a stabilizer because I need to make sure I keep my dice. I need to do as much as I can with every day. Oh, I shot myself in the... Shoot! I needed food today. Dang it! Okay, nothing to be done about it now. Unless I want to sell my... I need to not go hungry. Son of a gun. Yeah, sell the component. Which gives me 12, which gives me just enough to pay for food at Emphasis Stall. Okay, well, that's fine. The scrap was free, at least. Okay. Ores are good. Ores are good. Alright. And will hopefully complete a big mission for me. Bangs Bay. Give me a little bit of money for it as well. I'm hoping he can give me a better job. As you enter the bay, Thang is nowhere to be seen. The banks of servers and machines blink out of the dark in staccato rhythm, unseeing eyes of the station's digital ghosts. Shitheads! Thang's voice echoes from behind a stack, followed by the hammer of a fist on metal casing. These sneaky shitheads! Who's Snaky? Sleeper! Thang's smiling head pops out from behind the stack. Just the emulated consciousness I've been eager to see. Come back here. You pick your way between the Thrummond stacks, trying not to trip on the loose bundles of cables that blanket the dark floor. Thang is sat in front of the monitors, mounted to a stack. Tell me, Sleeper, what do you see here? Thang waves at a monitor to his side, glowing with a pale list of information. You lean in closer, looking for links in the data. The table seemed to be filled with personal information, names, genders, dates, ID numbers, all the markers of institutional records. People, yeah. People, yes, but whose people? Dang, I don't know. Solheim? Bingo. He taps at the terminal. I pulled these from the old data you brought in all employees of the Eye's original owners, and he leans past you and scrolls the list down. This one. This sneaky shithead. He stabs at the screen with a finger. The name reads Hardenhurst. Friend of yours? Thang gives a sideways look. Thang gives you a sideways look. Funny you say that, Sleeper. He drags a stool out beside him and motions for you to sit. There just so happens to be a Hardenhurst in Havenage. He waits for your reaction. In Havenage? That's it. He's right here on the station now. Thang leans back in his chair. Just think about it. Decades ago, Harden worked on this station as a... Thang leans across to look at the monitor. Senior Strategic Operations Executive. Thang raises his eyebrow at you. Our Harden was keeping the money coming in for Solheim. He'd find priority growth initiatives by making sure the extractors they contracted out to were hooked into a system that outsourced all the risk and kept the profit. Good old Harden shuttled thousands of Palladium Rush workers into an infrastructure which meant their cut of the work they did went straight back into Solheim. That seems really bad. I grew up there, Sleeper. This is my history. I'm a child of the collapse. Thang turns back to his screen, staring hard at the strings of code flickering by. Before I was born, my parents were Solheim contractors. They ate in Solheim canteens, worked on Solheim ships. They breathed Solheim air, and slept in Solheim beds. Man, sometimes one thing I like about space sci-fi games is when they get stuff like company towns, like the idea of like you live, work, and breathe for this company. You just lost your job? Were you sleeping? I don't know. Not really by my business. Not here anymore. You lost your job. You know, it's like when and then like what company collapses or something happens to the company. It's like what then? What then? What now? Just guess you work for the new company that bought them, the new people that just showed up. Hope they're fine. Thang's voice raises as he speaks, his hands fist on the terminal edge. And the work that paid for that existence, the cycles of hard extraction out in the belt. Solheim took their cut. This was a company town. Oh, well, speaking of, this was a company town, so to speak. And my parents were just another in the long line of freelance contractors, willing to risk their lives for a shot at anything other than poverty. Disposable. Second, sorry. This guy, stabbing at Harden once again with his finger, strategized all that, did the sums, and then somehow, thousands and thousands of cycles later, still going, still here, crawling in the walls like some shithead snake, he survived the revolution. Yeah, how? These guys, they were big time. There's a lot of money can get you if you're a company man. Thang relaxes a little, but how is Harden still kicking? I really don't know. He turns to you and smiles. So we're gonna go find out. Harden's now a big shot in shipyards, just a few degrees back around the eye from here. Thang brings up a map of the lower eye. Evanish might be born out of Erlin's revolutionary zeal, but a flat hierarchy it is not. Harden happened to float to the top. Thang zooms in on the far yards. Thang grimaces. The thing is, I don't have access to those systems. Shipyard crew is pretty paranoid. They don't like anyone from systems digging around in their stuff. Plus,
We need more than just the name of the Solheim executive. We need proof. Fang holds up thumbnail-sized drive. That's where this little creation of mine comes in. I call it a ripper worm. He turns down the drive between his fingers. It'll rip through any digital storage and spit out a silken thread of filtered data. This one is set on the scent of Hard and Hurst. He hands it over. Getting into the compound might be tricky. Fang puts a hand on your shoulder, but you, however, have a particular knack for remote access. Fang grins. If you can't extract yourself a Havenage cipher from a Havenage agent, they sometimes carry them among their data caches. You can crack open the compound's network and slot the worm in through any open ports. You never even need to go near the shipyards.
Yeah, what's in it for me? I gotta know, like, it's a lot of work, man. I'm not necessarily in the best spot.
Rooting out a corrupt snake, not enough. Find the information, I'll start work on that tracker of yours. Fang scratches at his chin. Anything this worm gets, it'll send it back here to me. There's something wrong here, and I aim to get the right core of it. You leave Fang digging through data, among the wires and machines of the old station. As you walk out, you try to imagine the eyes it once was. A vast machine, running smooth and strong, directed by people like Hart. A vast Solheim-built machine into which thousands poured from the surrogate systems, looking for a new life. The hope of a better future, engineered to line somebody else's pockets. It's an idea you were intimately familiar with. You think of Hart, still alive in this place, and wonder if this past ever truly exists. Okay. What am I gonna do to stay alive out here? I got no points. I got no points. I got almost no money. I mean, because it's hard, because it's like one of my goals is study the Winter Light, and this is a tough one for me. This is not a good one for me, because I'm running out of time before he's gonna kick me out. And it's got 5 more, and I'd spend a bunch of turns on. Like, do I just keep investing in it and hope I don't accidentally finish this? We're gonna do it. I don't know. I'm hoping it's something good. Scrap item is great. Like, I don't know. I'm kind of just rolling the dice a little bit. Let's get lucky. And it didn't work. I assume, yeah, it's dead. Shoot! Okay. The final piece of the Winter's Light sit in neat piles waiting up. Okay, that's my bad. That's a learning experience. The final piece of the Winter Light sit in neat piles waiting for the collection shuttle from Havenage. Dragos managed to sell the remaining pieces to the shipyards. In fact, it's hard to forget, as he's been telling you about it for the past 2 cycles. And all that remains is for Havenage to come collect. You look around the yard, transformed when you first arrived. The mostly repaired drones flip back and forth, no longer buds unevenly or lost in the dark corners. And the scrap is sectioned, sorted. The system that you, Dragos, have put into place over the past cycle's paying off. As you look, you notice the glow of pale light from the office by the entrance, that run-down cow of the building, which houses all the records and spare equipment. Dragos must be inside, and you get your feet and walk over to find out when the shipyard collection crew will be here. I'll knock. Sleeper! Come on, come in! You swing open the door and walk in. Dragos is sitting at the small metal desk. Shipyards told me they'd be here soon. Then I hand over the chits and we are set. He writes something with a stylus on his slate and shuts it off. Of course, we should talk about a bonus. He stands and turns to you, his face placid. Look, I don't know when the next job is coming in, but this should tide you over for now. He opens his hand to reveal a stack of chits. What's going on? I said it's a bonus. Take it. Dragos presses the chits in your hand. I've done well by you and you've returned the favor. He straightens up and clears his throat, and you realize he has prepared what he's about to say. These chits are for you to take them and do what you want. You want, Willem. They are from me, and they are the last I'm gonna give you. He pauses. There's no more work for a sleeper in this yard. He folds his arms. I'm sorry, but that's it. You stay in the care as long as you need, but the yard's done with you. Turns away his terminal. Yeah, what do you mean? Don't press me, sleeper. This is for your own good. The glassy aperture on Drax's headset betrayed no emotion. You need to stay away, sleeper. Pause, consider his words. Travel's gonna follow you here. Trust me. You expect not to be? You escaped from S&R. Drago suddenly grabs you by the shoulder and drags you out of the office and in the yard. He turns you to face a stack of pieces from the Winter Light, dissect, cut down, totally unrecognizable shit. You came through that, sleeper. That should have been you, chopped and stacked. His hand trembles on your shoulder. That is what happens here. We cut down broken machines and move them on. Well, I didn't cut you down, but I'm sure as hell moving you on. Moving you on before whoever killed that ship out here comes to kill me.
Kill you? Kill both of us! He shakes his head. These ships, they don't get decommissioned. They didn't break down in dry dock. You think they'd look like that if they did? Someone ended them. That means someone tried to end you, Sleeper, and I'm not done waiting for them to turn up. We've had our fun, now it's time. He gives you a little shove. Go on! He turns and walks back to the office. That's it, he shouts and goes inside. The silence hangs in the air and you leave, with your pockets filled with clinking chits and a strangely hollow feeling in your chest. Well, thanks for the chits, man. Yeah, it feels pretty bad about the drive. I didn't take it seriously enough. I probably shouldn't have risked it. I probably should have waited another day or something, but what do you do now? I have a 2. What do I do with the 2? They're coming back with hive minds. Okay, I need to get 300 chits in probably like, no, I need to probably get like 350 chits in like 10 days. That is an unreasonably large number, but I also need somewhere to live. Okay. Hopefully we finish that tomorrow. What am I doing for 2? For 2? No, not here. For 2, give it a shot here. Come on. Yeah, it was bound to happen at some point. Okay. To bed. Dang, man. Man, I got impatient. I shouldn't have been impatient. Okay. His tab's gonna be run up in 2 days. Does it tell me how much it is right now? No, it doesn't. Okay. Well, look. I don't know how much this gives me is the thing. Because, like, 15 for 3 is pretty good. I can take a 6 and take a guarantee. For +3 energy, but I'd rather hang on to my dice. I'd rather do actions, because I make... Hang on, let's do some thinking here. No, click on the offices. I need to go here. It's +12 cryo is the thing. It's +12 cryo for succeeding. 12 cryo is not a lot, but a success does mean that I can become a welder's mate. I wonder if being a welder's mate increases my odds of getting a benefit or of some kind. Because I can do a 6, 5, 4, 4 there, which is pretty good odds of succeeding on all of them and making a decent amount of money. Let's buy food. I'll have to buy again tomorrow as well. No, not there, not there. Yeah. Let's just work on the welder's mate for a minute. If I miss on this one, I miss on that one, I have to use the 6, because I can't miss another, or else I'm not gonna for sure not be able to be a welder's mate. So the question is, what do I do now? I got 100, which is pretty good, but I need, once again, like 300. So let's work here. It's a little risky, but I think it'll be okay to try. Ship shape, get a little improvement. And I've got a 1. What do I do with a 1? I don't want to not use it. This is a risky one, isn't it? Because I have a chance to lose cryo, which I can't afford. I mean, we'll try it. It's potentially negative, but 2 energy and a 5 cryo. That's pretty good. Actually, that's about as good as it gets for me. Wow. Okay. I think it's just a bet again. I don't think there's anything else I can do. Fives are good for me here. Let's start off here. Finish this out, get the cryo. Fantastic. Each shift, a crowd of would-be workers gathers outside the shipyard, each of them clinging to a 4-digit number printed on receipt paper. These are their assignment numbers. You are either called for a shift or you aren't. As you arrive, the crowd is restless and chatter rumbles through the lines. For those who, like you, have graduated the work teams, shifts are guaranteed. Having just walked out of a meeting with the supervisor where you were praised for your efforts, you feel the glow of a job well done. You can't help but feel empathy for those huddled as you pass, waiting for their number to come up. Keep your head down as you leave the shipyard, feeling a little guilty as you do. Hey, sleeper, wait up. Lim's voice trembles as he shouts above the rumble of the crowd, and you turn to see him pushing through, Mina crying in his arms. Lim, good to see you, friend. He's breathing hard after shouldering his way through the waiting workers. You made the work team, good for you. He tries to catch his breath, stroking Mina's hair as he does. Shh, baby, give me a second here. He smiles weakly at you as he comforts her, and her cries start to fade. Out of the crowd, he sets Mina down by his side, shiny streaks down both of her cheeks. And as he does, you see he's clutching an assignment number on a crumpled piece of paper. Waiting on a shift? You know how it is. He puts his hand on her shoulder, and she clings to his side. Esther usually takes her as sick. He stretches. I don't know what a noise sounds from the entrance. A klaxon, followed by a list of numbers growing brightly on a display screen. The cloud responds instantly, pushing and pulling as people try to wade to the entry checkpoint. Lim stops and turns back towards the crowd, then glances down at the crumpled paper. That's my number. Shit. Mina. He starts patting pockets on the gear and glances around. Yeah, I'll watch her. He blinks a little, staring. Thank you. He crouches to Mina. You're gonna stay with our friend here, okay? They're gonna keep you safe. And he stands back up. Here, take her bag. She shoves it into your hands. She's got food. I've gotta go. He backs away into the crowd. Mina, I'll be back real soon, okay? Be good. Then Lim disappears into the rolling crowd, who are now trying to get into the shipyard before it locks down. Mina stands staring, suddenly small without Lim at her side. She fixes you with a dark-eyed look you can't quite read. Hey, Mina. She holds the stare unmoving, the two parallel tear tracks still glint on her cheeks. You okay, Mina? She sniffs and looks down. Check a look back. You'll unlatch the top of the bag and see a few metal containers fashioned from scrap components. A battery slate sits on top, blinking a low battery warning, and tucked beside it is a ragged rabbit hand suit. Hey, okay, wait. I'm worried if I take the rabbit, it's gonna take it from her, and I'm gonna give her the rabbit. Pull the rabbit. Okay, yeah. You pull the rabbit out of the bag. Its long limbs waggling as you do. Mina goes to jump and grab it, but holds herself. She stands and hugs herself, eyes on the rabbit. Give the rabbit. You hold the rabbit out, and Mina snatches it from your hand. She hugs it tightly without looking away from you. Bun, she says, staring you down, ferocious despite her size. Hi, Bun. You move a little closer as you speak, closing the gap.
He doesn't speak,
she says. She looks at you suspiciously, but her eye softens a little. She waggles Bun in front of you, and then walks him up to your arms and onto your shoulder, where he sits. She pokes your arm a couple times. Are you really a robot? Sort of. Yeah, she thinks. Me too. Mina has more questions. Lots of questions. Questions about how you breathe or if you rust. Before long, you're talking about rabbits and what Esther, the lady, usually takes her smells like, and whether or not fairies live in the eyes, heat, and pipes. You pass the time like this, sitting side by side on the floor of the walkways others pass by. Sometimes talking, sometimes drawing on the slate, sometimes playing with Bun the rabbit. And this is how Lim finds you, just as both of you were starting to yawn. He's dirty and tired, but Mina leaps up his legs and onto his arms as he stumbles backwards. You two get on okay? He asks, trying to keep Mina from clinging to his shoulders. You're more than okay, I think. Mina shoots you a smile from Lim's arms, her suspicion gone. Well, looks like Mina can be nice. He pokes her in the ribs and she squeals in delight. Thank you, friend. I mean it. He gives you a warm, wet smile. I owe you. Look. He glances around. It seems like Esther, the lady who usually watches her, is gonna be out for a spell. If you ever have some time, I'd really appreciate you coming down to our place in the low end. He grins sheepishly. If you have time. But now I have to take this one to eat. He plays at biting Mina, and she giggles in response. See you, sleeper. He waves and they stumble off down the corridor, drawing gazes from passing spaces as Mina's laughter echoes down the corridor in bright squeals. Oh, wow. That was really touching. Yeah, what's the hole here? Engineer. It's danger now. but it does pay 15 cryo, which is an improvement that I will take. Okay, what do I need to work on? I have a couple more days before the hive mind ship returns. And I'm gonna need that. Tomorrow his tab comes up due, and tomorrow also is my last day of having 5 dice, and then I go back down to 4. Okay. I mean, I'll just stop at Lemon Mina's unit real quick, I guess. Oh, babysit Mina, which helps with a ticket out. Unless Lim gets time in the shipyard, he won't qualify for the side reel crew lottery. Watching Mina gives him that chance. I mean, I guess I can put... I'm hoping if I just put maybe like my low rolls on ticket out, and it gets me energy. Okay. So I can start putting maybe my 1s and 2s in here. It'll be slow, but I can help him get Mina out. Him and Mina out. Oh, and I forgot about this over here as well. Shoot. Enter the spoke or scale the spoke. I can get spoke climber to do it. If I get 6s, maybe I can start putting my 6s over here. And if I can get 2 more 6s, I can finish up spoke climber and figure out what's over that way. That's, I think, a crazy thing to do, but I don't know what else to do about it. Oh, inline freight hub. Freight operator, I do not have the skills for either of these, but it has random items. What does this need? What do you need +1s in? Skill upgrade required for interface. An interface is which ones? Interface. Interface is not what I have skill in. Okay, it's fine. Pays well, but what do you do? Okay, I got a 3 and a 5. I'm bummed I didn't get that ship done, but that's okay. Let's go put my 5 here on the hull. Because that's a 6, so I can put 5s over here. Sidereal horizon. Camaraderie, care, focus, progress. Shifts like this give you energy, especially when you look back at the sidereal horizon growing impossibly. The vast colony ship is coming together block by block. Each cycle you see another piece saw into place. Okay. Then I have a 3. Where do I put the 3 is the question, because I got 1 more work phase. I can go do it for Lim, for Min and Lena maybe? If I do it for Lim and Mina, it'll probably get me more energy, so I might wait on that. I don't have really any other work I can do. I'll take a risk. It's dangerous is the hard part. Okay. So I gotta make a bunch of money. I gotta make so much money just to live out here. Dang. All right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we're down to 4. Okay. Let's deal with this first. It's 58. Son of a gun. Yeah, it's fine. Go ahead and pay for it. Yeah, whatever. Dick.
Can't believe you just did that.
Ethan's mocking laugh comes from along the bar. You look over to see him leaning across it on a pool of light, empty glasses and spilled drinks glinting around him. It's always dark in the compressor, but this cycle the place is packed. Load space just mix it with locals.
Usually they run.
Ethan spins a glass on the bar.
Or they go spend their savings on some local heavy I have to put down. They don't pay.
I'm done.
Wrong, not even close.
Ethan gets to his feet. The glass falls and smashes, but he doesn't even notice.
You think that's it? One round of drinks somewhere even, sleeper?
Come on. His hand comes to rest on the butt of his handgun, dangling from a chest holder. Yeah, what's wrong with you? Ethan laughs hard, and the people around him turn to see what's happening.
You think this is on me? I think someone in your position might have a better idea of how this all works. I'm a freelancer, sleeper, just like you.
This guy's a fucking scab is what he is. Come on. Like, you're not a freelancer, you're a dick.
We both signed a contract with S&R, didn't we? The difference is that my word means something.
Yeah, whatever. It doesn't. He closes the gap, stumbling a little.
What did you think? You could just run away from your contract? Your debt? You could just steal that natty little body of yours and take it for a joyride? Play human for a cycle or two?
I'm nothing like this guy.
That's what I'm saying.
Ethan's addressing the bar now, having noticed the attention from the other patrons.
You are a coward. I'm a professional. Oh, I should thank you.
Ethan nods. Ethan nods, his head heavy.
For giving me such an easy job. I'm used to outlaws, you know, real bounties. If I knew catching sad little escapees like you was so easy, I would have changed clients ages ago.
Someone shouts from the back of the bar for Ethan to shut up. He holds up a finger in that general direction without turning around.
Oh, I see. What's happening up here?
He gestures wildly at the crowd.
Thumbs up or thumbs down, folks?
Most turn back to their drinks, no longer interested in this tired show. Ethan mutters insults as he walks back towards the bar. Ethan sits heavily back down on the stool and searches through his glasses for one with something left in it.
The thing is, Sleeper, I can find you anywhere. It's actually wild that you haven't figured it out. That body isn't yours, so we'll always betray you, no matter what.
He finds the glass and downs the contents.
So please go. I'll catch up with you whenever I need another.
He laughs and taps at the bar for a fresh drink. I'm gonna be mean to him, yeah.
Give it up, Sleeper. I'm done teaching you for today.
He settles his head on the back of the bar and closes his eyes.
I'm sick of you. Go find a job.
You turn on your heel and you're out of the cloying dark and the sweaty stench of the compressor. You walk hard and fast down the walkway, anger driving your footfalls into the middle of the rim like hammers. Cool, an upgrade point. I may try to get... I'm gonna get interface actually because I wanna get icebreaker. I wanna see if I can get to icebreaker to get data nodes so that way I can get them easier without having to spend as many die rolls. And now also the other nice thing is that I can come do the midline freight hub. No, I have to have the +1. Never mind. Okay. Chance to gain cryo interface actions. Well, at least now whenever I'm doing interface, I could get hopefully a little bit of money. Okay, right off the bat, let's do easy one, Lemon Mina. Let's drop the 2 here. Okay, just tick it out, just a little bit. Don't need a lot, just a little bit. Then we go to the free spoke, and we'll drop my... +2 for spoke climber, which is great. The next 6 I can get, I can finish up spoke climber. And then my 5, I have to come work. Do I need to work again? 50 positive, 50 neutral? Yeah, probably. Okay, ship arrives in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days. His tab is going to be another 50 in 4 days, which means in 5 days, I need 6, 12, 18, 180, another 50 to put me at 220. I need another 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so I'm going to have to, in 4 days, pay my 100 and his tab, which is going to be 160. And on top of that, I need another 180 to get to 340 total. I'm at 119 right now. If I only get 30 a day, it's not going to quite pay for itself. Hopefully, by completing... Oh, this actually is exactly what we're looking for. Ship mine, I am not selling that. I don't have those. The ship mine was salvaged. It costs 300 for that, but it's cheaper if I get the pieces. I can buy that later when I need to. Dang. Because you're Lemon Mina, this is not an interface action, is it? No, it's an engage action. You're an endure, you're an engage. I don't have a lot of interface actions available, it looks like. You're data selling. I would need 3 Yadigan datas. And I'm gonna have to figure out food tomorrow as well, but that's a tomorrow thing, I guess. This feels different? No, it's just low. Okay, we're at starving. Okay, 4 days, 3 days. 1, 2, 3 days. No, I guess only 2. I gotta buy it because I want to buy it on the day it takes to. Yeah. So 3 days here. Okay. Well, let's do. Okay, that gets me a little bit more here. That at least gets me energy for the next day, which is great. And then we're going to come to the end here. Let's think, what other missions can I work on? I guess I'm working on trying to get money to be able to buy this. The other option is that I wait and go down to 3 dice to try to complete the ship mind, so that way I can do. But if I complete the ship mind, I'm not making. I don't think I make any money on that. But if I get an upgrade, I guess the perk is if I get the +1 on what is it here? If I get, no, it's not here. I'm looking for it's here. I could start getting +16 cryo on the +1s, which means I could make more money. The downside is that if I don't have a 5 or a 6 that I'm putting in, I'm making less. Oh, gap in the ring. To reach Greenway, you need to pay for a pass. A practice invented by the Spacers moored here. They call it Founder's Ferry. Got it. Something else that's new. That's fine. I don't want to sell my data because there's a lot of places the data can go. And if I can get the double data, it's going to make a huge difference. But I'm trying to spend my things right now on Lemon Minas to help him out. And that's nearly done. So that'll at least knock out one more goal for me. I could fix the amber. I could work on the ambergris. Let's do... Actually, I forgot about one thing. There's so many different little pieces moving around. You need one more. I have one more. Okay, let's see if that gets me... Does it get me just a new house? With all the materials, the unit now needs sealing section by... to be usable. It's a laborious task, but the outcome is worth it. Once the place is sealed, it will be a livable, maybe uncomfortable place to call your own. Okay, got it. Dude, it's gonna take 4 complete successes, which means that right now I can't do that because it's enduring as well, and I have a 0. And I don't want to take the risks because it's losing energy, and energy is the thing I'm kind of just like redlining right now. The other option is I come here, which doesn't give me money, but could improve her ship. Doesn't give me any cash. Let's do cash. Let's deal with cash first, because I have to get the ship mined to help out to deal with Hunter, if I'm going to do data eventually anyways. Okay. And a random scrap item, which I guess the other nice thing is that with scrap items, I can sell. How much are they worth? Is it worth 20? 12. It's not a lot, but it's a little bit more. Okay. I guess to bed. Back to starving, and that's not great rolls, but it's what we got. I don't have an. I definitely don't have an upgrade point. Let's try to help Mina and Lim first. I'm gonna put my 3 in, hope for the 25%. Perfect. Okay, so that means we go another day without having to get the meal. Oh my gosh. She's asleep. Whispers Lim, creeping back out of the unit's tiny bedroom, sliding the door shut as he does. You're perched at a thin bar in the main room. The slate in front of you still glowing with Mina and your drawings from a cycle spit together. There's a ring, the only world Mina's known, with a stick figure standing along its edge. The tall one is you. Drink? Asked Lim, producing a worn-looking bottle of Garol from under the door. Its contents glowing amber in the fluorescent light. Yeah, I'll take a drink. Lim nods and glugs a few fingers into a couple of metal tumblers. Sits down with you at the bar. Cheers, he offers, and you clink the metal containers together. You know, we actually have something to celebrate this time around. Lim gives you a sideways look. I made the assembly team on the side early. Oh, yes. Okay, that was worth it. It was worthwhile. He grins proudly. Clearly, he's been desperate to tell you all cycle. Hey, come on, Lim, you got this. Lim holds up his drink. Eat it great. There, you did get there first, friend. I'll give you that. He looks away. Seriously, though, couldn't have done it without you keeping an eye on little meanie back there. Lim shifts a little on his stool. He looks uncomfortable. How's the girl doing, Sleeper? I haven't seen much of her these past cycles. Hey, she's doing good. Of course she is. He playfully squeezes your shoulder. She talks about you a lot, you know. Draws you. I'm glad she has a friend that isn't me. His eyes drift to the bedroom door. Are you okay? He nods. I can't take all the credit from Mina. She isn't actually mine. He gazes into the middle distance. I pulled her off of a refugee shuttle out by one of Ember's moons. The colony was falling apart for decades after Solheim collapsed, surviving on next to nothing. Eventually, some of the residents tried to make for the eye on those decrepit old shuttles. He sloshes the drink around in his tumbler. They had no idea what they were doing. The one Mina was on decompressed halfway there. Everyone spaced. The only reason she made it was someone sealed her in a weapon locker. She was ice cold when I reached her purple lips. He shivers. Once I picked her up, I wouldn't let go. The medics treated her with me still clinging to her. He takes a drink. Still not sure why. He reaches over and refills his cup. We weren't exactly anybody's heroes, you understand? We were private military, hired in by Conway to protect their claims in the collapse. But once I got Mina, that was it. I quit. Got us dumped here. Yeah, you saved her. I'm gonna sound like an idiot now, but he sighs. She saved me. Okay, yeah, for sure. She saved me. That's the truth of it. He looks around the decaying unit, its stained plastic plating and flickering lights. Me, I brought her to this. She was tiny, too small to know what she lost, but I can't stop thinking about it. He rubs his eyes, dark with tiredness. What if our number doesn't come up in the draw, Sleeper? What then? The side reel will sail off without a thought, leaving us here. What kind of life is that for her? You'll make it. You'll make it. Come on. Sorry, I know you don't have it any better. He looks at his cup and pushes it away down the bar. This is a celebration, right? Both of us on the team now. Both of us with a chance. Exactly. Imagine if all three of us riding the side rail horizon out of here to a new world. He looks into his glass for a moment. I think I drank this too fast. He laughs. Lim stands and starts to clear the glasses into the auto wash. I need some sleep, friend. See you around, Lim. All right then. He catches your shoulder as you turn to leave. Thank you, Sleeper. I mean it. For both of us. He pats your shoulder and you slip out into the dark of the walkway with thoughts of little Mina on your mind. Oh, guys, that's huge. That's huge, because now, if I can get I need 2 more upgrade points, and then I can start doing Icebreaker, but this gives me my second +1, which is incredible. Still disappointed I missed that earlier one, but that's how it goes sometimes. Ugh. Build a home is being worked on. Do I want to put... The question is, what do I want to start putting dice into now? Because the derelict unit is risky and will start costing me energy. And all the energy it costs me, I'm going to have to pay for. And money is not a luxury right now because I am trying to save for the hive mind, which I almost have enough money for because it's going to cost me 60 each. The other option, it's going to cost me 60 each. I think I do that because if I do... Yeah, where actually is this? What does this need to do if I want to get to know Imphis? I haven't looked at that in a minute. Yeah, I mean, I know he needs the caps, but I don't know where to get the caps. Guess we'll see in time. Yadigan data is gonna come up. Free U event needs the ship mind. Okay, building a ship mind and then getting it to Neovend might go hand in hand and get me 2. It would be the hope if I can get 2 upgrade units, which means it might just be money. Money might just be the goal right now. So if I do that, what am I trying to spend my 4 and 2 on? I don't have like any safe options anymore, because in the ambergris, it's risky. Oh, I see. The grounded is the negative. I understand. But it has a chance to be huge. Oh, oops. Sorry about my mic. My safest option is just put both of these into engineer here. But I worry about what comes next. Ethan's tab's coming up again. I hate that guy. He's a dick. How do I buy a gun in this game? Do I have any safe options anymore? I do actually, because I can deliver food, can't I? No, not here though. It's here? Yeah. Safe. Gives me a little bit of energy. Okay, so that's where I can put my 2. The question is, where do I put the 4s? Let's do the 2 first. Let's do the 2 first and see what kind of energy I get. Okay, 1 energy gets me a little bit more. And then we're gonna go for cash, I think. Or, sorry, I know I keep going back and forth. What does interface get me here? Because I have the +1 now. Only 6 if I don't roll. Well, 16's good if I have a 6 that I'm putting on it. But if I don't have the 6, getting a 15's better, because I would need to hit the 50-50 15 times for it to be worthwhile. And every time I miss, like, that's just not worth it. I'm better off just going side rail hull. Because no matter what, I get paid. And even then, I don't want to advance side rail horizon too quickly because I'm worried it'll trigger the next phase before I'm ready. These are engineer tasks, but I am not getting Ripper worms, scalp setter from closed networks. Okay. I don't think there's anything I need to do here right now. All right, let's go to sleep here and then adjust tomorrow. Okay. Not the most incredible ones, but they're fine. Real quick, easy ones. 6 here is going to complete Smoke Climber. Ascendant car. Take the Ascendant car to the ICE Central Hub. Sure, I'll take a look at the hub. Hub, station main dock. Spacer socializing. Weightless wanderer. Up here there's no gravity, so even just moving around takes a while to get used to, let alone navigating the base. Interface, loosen energy. Stack base, input dice, and then I get let alone navigate the base, which helped me navigate the base here, I guess, is the nice thing. Okay. Well, that's good to be aware of, I guess. Noodle manufacturer. Oh, got 2 energy. What are the odds? And 5 cryo. Sick. Emphasis stall. Oh, this is the one that I picked, but I don't know how to get his mushrooms. And I have a 4. Where's that going? I really want to help her complete her ship here. It's just such a risky one. We're gonna go for it here. That's 2 shift. -3 energy. Son of a gun. Okay, well, happy to help. That's unfortunate. Guess we're going to emphasis stall to get some money, to spend my money. Okay. All right, next day. Yeah, this is what I was worried about. I needed to buy the thing yesterday, which I didn't realize. Shoot, that's okay. There goes my 100. Ethan? What did Ethan do? I was gonna stop by. The press was quiet today. The usual clouds are elsewhere, and the pumping music washes over a handful of spacers and a few drunks. Ethan's still on the same stool in the same pool light. Okay, so we're fine. His head is low, close to the bar, and the bartenders ignore him. What's happened? As you get closer, he lifts his head and turns.
Sleeper!
Turns and looks at you.
Time to pay up again, is it?
He gestures to the bartender.
Come here, take their chits.
He's wasted. Ethan doesn't look at you. He props his elbow on the bar and holds his head.
Sleeper, it's been a long cycle.
I don't really care. Ethan lets out a long sigh. He rapidly rubs his eyes with his palms.
You're right.
He says quietly.
This isn't fun anymore.
He reaches towards his holster. His elbow slips and the gun tumbles out, clatters on the bar and falls to the floor, bouncing onto the ground. Between you, both you and the bartender look at the gun, stare at it.
Butterfingers,
says Ethan, and he puts out a hand, beckoning for you to give him his gun back.
if you would.
The bartender looks at you warily. You crouch down and pick up the gun. Oh! There's no way I give him the gun. There's no way I'm giving him the gun. Ethan turns his head in their direction a little. A sharp, pale eye locking with yours. The bartender backs away. Oh. He turns on the stool.
Oh, sleeper.
He stands up.
This is more like it.
I would just pull the trigger. You don't wait. You pull the trigger. The gun clicks, but now all the attention of the bar is on you and Ethan, who looks at his gun with a bemused expression. The bartender raises an open hand, and in it are 10 shiny bullets. 10 shiny bullets he took out of Ethan's gun while he was asleep on the bar. Ethan smiles at the bartender.
Oh well,
he says, and grabs the gun, slamming it back into your face in a single move. You stagger back and drop to a knee. Somewhere nearby, the gun clatters onto a surface. Dang it! I cannot believe this! Through the blur, you see Ethan wrestle a small, thin slate from his belt and hold it up.
Enough of this. I'm logging the job and calling it in.
Ethan taps at the slate.
No more playing.
Your head aches. Ethan taps through a few screens impatiently. He swears and taps again. He starts shouting, a dull echo to your ringing ears. He starts screaming at the slate and throws it across the bar. He crouches down and grabs you by the chin, his face close, his breath heavy with drink.
SNRP just screwed me.
He grins maniacally.
They canceled the contract.
He stands up.
They canceled the contract!
He shouts at the top of the compressor. You stand up, struggling to your feet, the sting of the hit fading. Ethan's rubbing his temples, his face pale. You hear a clicking sound like coins being counted, like bullets being loaded into a magazine. When you shake off the last of the blur, the bartender has Ethan's pistol trained on Ethan's head. Oh my gosh! Ethan stumbles back towards the middle of the room, all eyes trained on him.
I'll kill all of you,
he screams. He stumbles into the wall, spinning away towards the door.
I'll be back for that,
he shouts at the bartender and lunges out of the compressor. You steady yourself on the bar and catch your breath. The rumble of conversation returns. The bartender goes to say something, but then thinks better of it and begins to clean the bar. After a while, you wander out in the light of the bright market, looking for Ethan around every corner. Okay, got it. So I have 6 more days. Okay, that's actually huge because not having to pay his tab makes it so I could actually afford to get the mind. Play safe. Ethan is dealt with. I can't believe the bartender unloaded the gun. I've just got everybody hated him just as much as I did. Oh, that's so vindicating. That's so vindicating. Now, though, I do have to deal with the fact that it was unloaded. Instead, if I waited, I might have been. If I waited, probably it would have been similar. Might have been. I don't know. I couldn't tell you. Okay, I need what? I need to get. They show up tomorrow, which means that I need to get as much cash as I can, because It's 25% for a negative. One condition. That's fine. I'm actually refreshing my condition today, though. So that is all right. And then, good thing I did that. Okay, so condition, this is a note to self. Condition I want to do last. And then I have a 1 left over. So let's go do a little bit of work and see if I can get lucky. Get 2 energy. That's perfect. Okay. And now we can go to bed. We're back at full in cycle. Oh, yes. That's huge. That's huge. Okay. It's you guys. Oh, I can only get 2 ship mines at a time. Oh, that feels so bad. Limited supply. Okay. I have an idea here because I'm going to try it and see if it will work. This is random items for a condition, and I have 100%. That's 2 ship mines. Okay. That's fantastic. So now I am going to go to the ort fabricator, put in 3, and start the action to get a ship mine. Nice. That's a ship mine core, which is exactly what I needed. That gets me the upgrade point for getting the ship mined. Okay, nice. And then I can get double the data rewards. Where is Neovend? Neovend is in the sealed dock. Boom. Ship mine delivered. And there's Neovend. Oh, okay. Sleeper, must express plan before we begin. Neovend is impatient. The prospect of being free of the vending machine clearly too much to take. Ship mine has no output features. Will be mute until slotted. Okay, what's the plan? The servo motors in the machine begin to rev. Neovend's anxiety clear. First, imprint ship mine, then slot imprinted ship mine into physical ports close to hunter nests. Once slotted, we'll track hunter at each. Tracking will find core nest. Slot ship mine at core nest. Show hunter data to hunter. Hunter will conclude sentience. Hunter will invoke killer. And killer will kill, yes. Lights on the vending machine cycle as Neovend prepares. Physical ports likely sealed in old station. Will need keys, but yes, simple. The vending machine rocks a little. Any questions before imprinting? Why slot you physically? I cannot access via network. Too dangerous. Hunter would find immediately. The lights flicker. Am not like you. Hybrid. Am native to cloud. Easy prey. What's the core nest? Hunter keeps central data storage. Protocol must keep data outside self. Linked to secondary nests. Can triangulate from there. Alright. The sound of the servo motor starting up at once is painful. The screeches rattle from the hard surfaces of the sealed dock and come back at all angles. Neovend better be quick, or Havenage security will be here. Neovend's voice appears among the squeals, like a whisper carried in the wind. Machine is not designed for this task. Few sensors, limited inputs. I work blind. Wish me luck. In the top part of the compartment, a set of arms aligned with the ship mine, clunkily scraping against. Can I help? Silence best. Also machine ignite. Put out fire. You got it. The metal creaks. The servos open the ship mine. Its layers of silicon nestled like an onion skin. Once open, the main arm of the machine rapidly shifts back and forth, realigning the microscopic components, accessing the rewriting, imprinting Neovend into its physical form. As you watch the hypnotic motion, your mind drifts to your own creation. What processes were you used to emulate your mind, to copy the neural structure of that person who, as far as you know, still sleeps in some distant facility? What was lost? In what ways are you a copy of that person? In what ways are you something new? You knew this much. You were a convenient loophole, a way of circumventing the illegality of sentient AI. After all, you are an emulation, not a true digital being. You are neurologically limited, still human. But what would you become if you could escape this frame? Where then would the limits lie? The screeching stops. The machine powers down, dropping the bay into darkness. In the top compartment, the ship mine is whole again. You reach up and take it down, heavy and cold to the touch. Is Neovend inside this thing, or did the process fail? There's only one way to know.
Time to find a nest to slot them into. Okay. And that's the second upgrade point. Okay, this is the plan. Now I get double data. It's pop-off time, team. All right. The question is, what do I need to know and what do I need to get? I need to go, we're just scrolling along here, seeing if it'll pop up, and I don't see it, which we're gonna go up maybe? Keynote, a lot of keynotes. Okay, well, the nest might be in the next area then, and that's a whole different thing, but okay, I can now start working on repairing my home. I can start dealing with the hunter. How many more do I have? It's at 3. To say I can help Fang chase his leads. To help Fang chase his leads, I need to hack a Havenge agent to get a cipher. I also need to get these Yadigan ones. But this is a Havenge agent. I have it too. Let's do that real quick. Havenge data. Is that not what I was... Did I have a misunderstanding? I thought I was supposed to get a double from that. Agent notes give double data rewards. I guess it wasn't. This is a Havenge agent. Hack the shipyard and slot the Ripper Worm. Where's the shipyard? Am I missing something? An old Sondheim drone base sits behind a maglock. Put your ear to the door and hear an erratic whirring inside. I don't know. But I think that I'm a little over my scheduled streaming time here, so I'm actually gonna wrap up here, and I'm gonna start figuring all these things out next time I play. So I hope you all had a great time. I had a wonderful time playing. I hope you all enjoyed watching, and we'll probably be back to this game again soon. Anyways, until then, bye-bye.